So everybody was aroundish. Bustin' Jeever, Dex, Thor. Cuckoo is way over here-ish. And Z. Okay. So you guys essentially started... Oh yeah, I also have something for
We're here, right?
Foxy now. Yeah, so you guys were essentially at Falcon's Hollow. You were in... you were in Jak'a'Napes. Push this back. And Foxy went down with you guys. And basically, you guys heard screaming.
Whoa.
It sounded somewhat familiar, actually. So, somewhat of a familiar voice to the screaming, not necessarily the screaming itself. And you started sprinting your way down the road. Cuckoo over here, however, was being accosted by 8 bandits who had seen him go into, I suppose, this tavern. And had, more or less, I mean, if you're 8 on 1, if you're level 1, you're kind of screwed.
Level 1 broken, no armor. I was like, oh.
No, I'll be completely honest with you. In my Kingmaker game, how this fight would have gone down, literally how it would have gone down, is the guy who decided to build his character to do 5d4 plus 10 fire damage at level 1. He would have just been like, no, guys, totally 5-foot step, burning hands, everybody's dead. He levels up. I did the calculations with some of the CR6 monsters that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
If we had 2 of them, they could have just one-shotted it in 1 round. And then just ding.
Do we have someone that could do that kind of damage?
You do, but I made it a point of banning those traits and feats.
Okay.
So no massive AoE.
No, you can do massive AoE.
I like it when people break games. It's a bit annoying.
Yeah, it is. I used to think it was really fun as a player, and then I started GMing a lot more, and I realized that's not really fun for the GM.
No.
It basically means... So here's what it boils down to. If your characters are super powerful, you run into the problem of they're either not going to kill it and die, or they're going to just kill it outright.
Yeah.
And it gets really boring.
That or it kills everything and no one has fun.
It's annoying for the players as well, because you kind of feel obsolete. If you're a player that's not that powerful compared to a player that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're just he can solo it. Why am I here?
Yeah, exactly. Well, if it doesn't outright kill you, you solo it, so why am I here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys begin running down the street to screaming. You're there, and then you get to about here. When you get a bit further, the screaming sort of stops, and by the time you get to here-ish, you see a group of people running with some sort of woman into this building.
Okay.
You don't see the entrances on the far side, so the rest of the party, I'm pretty sure, would rush over to try and catch them.
I burn it down.
However, when the players rush into the building after burning it down,
clearly setting fire to the building is the best option.
And my guy's unconscious the whole time. He just dangles.
So as the players
really close to the entrance, though.
Okay. So as you guys rush in, you see what looks like it's sort of an empty dock. There seem to be dock workers near the edge, pushing lumber around and getting it to go further downstream. I don't know what direction it's downstream from here.
Now I understand what that crap is.
Yeah. The I think the river moves easterly
You think?
because that's towards the coast, so that makes the most sense. But there are exceptions to that, so
Okay, fair enough.
so you guys get in here and you don't see anything.
We don't
You
see
don't
the woman and the guys.
You don't. They seem to have just vanished.
That's interesting.
Go ahead and everybody who's here make, except for Stephen H, obviously, Cuckoo, make perception checks for me.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to open up my character sheet because I did bad and didn't do that beforehand.
Woo!
No worries.
So powerful.
Gotta beat a DC 15 to spot the thing.
I would like to do detect magic.
You cast Detect Magic.
Do I see
You
anything?
look around.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
No magic.
No magic?
No magic. No auras or anything.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
So you guys look around quickly, moving barrels, boxes, wondering, what the hell? You rush outside, you look around,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see anybody, you run up to the dock workers, you grab one of them and they see how heavily armed you are, and they're more or less completely, compliant. You come to the realization
Yeah,
that
right
these
there.
dock workers are sort of the same sort of lumberjacks that you've been seeing a lot of just
Mhm.
around town. So they seem to be mostly compliant with whatever you're asking of them.
Okay. So I asked them if they saw this woman and some guys come in here.
The lumberjack who you've stopped, he looks at you and he says, "Hey, look, son. When we see those bandits, we know to look the other way. Sorry, is she your girlfriend or your wife? My condolences, but I don't know where they went."
Do I see any, is this place regularly cleaned?
Not really.
So do I see any footprints in the dust or something?
You see lots of them as the workers seem to be walking around the shop a lot.
Of course.
They all just seem to be closer to the dock when whatever happened.
I'm gonna. Can I take 10 to look around again and get a 15?
Yes, sure. Let's see. So you stop, you take your time to search around. Since you'll auto make it, I'm going to say it does take you a good 5 minutes to check everything. Eventually, after about 5 minutes of searching, you notice that one of the barrels seems hollow. You just knock on it. It's hollow. The hell? You push on the top a little bit, and you notice that one side caves in a little bit, so you can lift the top of the barrel off. As you look in, you see what looks like some sort of handle, or pull handle, or latch.
I pull on it.
As you pull on it, you feel almost an entire section of the wall, the barrel, and a couple of the boxes next to it sort of release from something, and they seem to swing freely open, revealing a darkened corridor.
Nice.
Goddamn secret passages. Always gotta be so dark and spooky.
About, let's see,
Didn't anybody have a light or something?
I mean, I have
About-
dark vision.
oh yeah, how far is your dark vision?
60 feet, I want to say.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and turn on the fog
let me-
war here.
Check real quick. They never have a spot on the character sheet for
Well,
it.
what's your race?
The Kasatha. I'll look it up real quick.
I think it's 60. For almost every race, it's 60 feet.
Yeah, except for Drow and things like that.
Duragars, I think Servevlin, whatever. They.
Yeah. Basically, the Underdark races.
Mhm.
Hey Daniel,
Yes.
can we use stuff of the other players' list as well?
You mean the other characters?
Yeah, the guys that, for instance, Thor or something.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I'm just looking up real quick who is not here.
Well, we'll just try to avoid combat for now.
No, more like if they have torches or something on them.
Oh yeah, well, torches are like 4 copper each. We assume that if
Yeah.
you need a torch, you can just grab one. For simplicity's sake.
Oh, really? Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
Okay, then I grab a torch and light it.
Okay. You ask around for a torch, and one of the lumberjacks is just like, he just grabs something off the ground and tosses it to you.
Okay.
You pull out your flint and tinder and light it.
Okay, I actually take 2 of them, give one to Zegux, and let him walk in front of me, and I take one myself.
Alright.
That would let you improve my line of sight, Zegux. If that makes sense.
Alright. Indeed.
Okay.
And I venture into the now illuminated pathway.
Yeah.
Let me find out how far from the first obstacle. Alright. Just doing a good old polygon reveal here, so I can then show you guys the underworld map.
Oh god.
Alright. Alright, so that is what you guys see as you move forward. When you get to when you reach here, you realize that's actually a portcullis. You can see a torch off in the distance with somebody, and within about 30 feet of this portcullis, you can see what looks like almost a hooded figure just sitting there, looking casually at something, I suppose. He seems more bored than anything by his mannerisms.
Where are we?
Underground.
No, but I mean more like, can you draw like a circle or something where we are and where he is? Are you gonna put the...
Yeah, I'm gonna just put a token down for him. Let's see, so this is Dex, and so this is Justin Bieber. Are you taking your pig into the underground tunnel?
I don't think
Okay.
he will like undergrounds.
So the 2 of our heroes are right there. You can sort of see him a little bit.
Okay. He is like...
Are you guys going to make a stealth as you approach closer, or are you going to brazenly walk up?
I mean, we're kind of holding torches.
Yeah, I don't think we can stealth.
It's a bit hard to stealth.
As you walk up, he says, "Hey, what's the password?"
One thing, does this portcullis, it's like a gate, right? That comes from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's a gate with. So have you seen that in castles where you have that metallic gate that crashes down?
Yeah,
Has a lot
exactly, one of
openings,
those. Yeah.
spikes?
So couldn't
Yeah.
Thor just lift it?
He could give it a shot.
I just said to Thor to lift it.
Okay, let me look up the check for that.
I believe his strength is silly.
Yeah, his strength is +5. It's +6 for anything that requires any kind of strength check.
18 then.
Oh, that's right, Muscle Society. It's a
Mhm.
good. It's a good trait.
Oh yeah. Oh, what did he get? An 18?
Yeah, 18.
He strains himself against the portcullis, but it doesn't seem to move at all.
Okay.
The guy
would
looks
like
over
to-
and he says, "Oi, what you guys doing over there? Who are you?"
I would like to charm him into opening the gates for me.
Okay, are you going to do that with a spell, or are you going to...
Yeah, spell. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
What's the DC?
I'm not even
he needs
gonna
to make?
bother with. Yeah.
What DC does he need to make?
Let me check that out real quick. I think it's 15. Not that high.
You cast the spell, and he seems to look at it and he goes, "Oh, hey, I think I remember you. Yeah, you old tosspo, how you been?
I say, hey buddy, can you open this gate for me?
Oh, yeah, no problem." He casually walks over and he pulls a switch that he reaches into a wall about a good foot in, and you hear a clunk sound, and the portcullis starts raising upwards.
Okay.
You think that you might have descended about a good 5, 10, maybe 20 feet.
So, have you guys seen The Dictator?
Oh, you mean Creed? Yeah.
No. I mean the movie.
No.
What's a movie?
No, out of character.
No.
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie.
Okay,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's for something I'll do in a bit. But that's a good point. Where did the boss go? I ask him.
Where did the what go?
Where did the guy? Where did they take the prisoner?
He goes, "Oh, you want some of that too, eh?"
Yeah, of course.
All right. Yeah. He took her. They took her back to the prison. I think Damon's gonna have some fun with her.
I can't wait.
Something about like fucking with payday or something. I don't know.
So as I walk past him, I tap Thor on the shoulder and do like this.
Okay. Let's have Thor make an attack action though. Then I
Just
think
knock
that's
him out.
fun.
Like.
Nah, no survivors.
Yeah, Thor does. Thor like walks up behind him, pulls at his earth shaker, and brings it down like mightily on the side by narrowly missing his back by about a centimeter.
He misses.
Oh, I also
rolled
do
an
not
8.
have control of my token.
Oh wait, he's also flat-footed. So let's see if that would.
What a dipshit.
No, he still misses.
I
crunches down.
just sigh and then start swinging around my sling staff and like try and hit him on the temple.
Okay. Roll an attack action. He's rather surprised at what's happening.
Ah! Bustin is also useless. Maybe you can do something, Zikax.
Possibly. Nope. Oh wait, that was damage. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, too bad.
That was a D8. 20.
Well, now he doesn't have to be surprised anymore. Now it's like... Oh!
Okay. That'll hit. Roll damage.
You're never getting out of there,
Oh,
Steve.
nice.
What are you hitting him with, by the way?
The chakram.
Okay, you throw the chakram and it embeds itself in his back. He stumbles forward into Thor, who's like, and then he yells, "Oi! Under attack!" And he pulls at his short sword, and you hear his voice echo down the hallway. From the fires that you can see at the other side, you're pretty sure this hallway must go something about that far or so. I don't know if it's worked for you guys yet.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Seems to go about
That's a long
to
hallway.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, the city has some pretty big underground stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that was his action, right?
Screaming and talking is a free action, so he's
Oh.
actually going to. He used his move action to pull out his short sword. He's going to try and stab Bustin.
He's next to me and he pulled his weapon.
Oh yeah, pulling a weapon does not provoke.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I don't think it does.
Oh, I thought it always was. Oh, never mind.
If he decided to pull out an item that wasn't a weapon, that would mean that he'd have to basically like look down, unclasp it,
Ah,
paying attention.
Yeah,
Like
fair.
But
if
your
he was
weapon-
pulling something from a pouch or something, then he
Okay. Yeah, okay. So he
but not
steps-
drawing a weapon.
Yeah, the other thing there is when you draw a weapon, you're able to draw it to cover yourself to an extent.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah. Okay, so he rolled a 15, so
No, 17.
that is 18 to hit with his greatsword
Oh, okay.
after
Oh, it
adding in
does
his
hit then.
bonus. Okay. So that is...
Fucking great sword.
I know, he's got a long spear, a greatsword, and a dagger. Kind of sad. Bastards.
Man,
A lot of weaponry.
now he just
I know.
needs a short sword, and it'll have like one of each.
Okay, he brings his greatsword down into your shoulder, onto your collarbone for 9 damage.
Oof.
And I'm out.
Dead.
I'm at 0. I'm stabilized, I guess.
You're staggered right now. He
Oh,
pulls up his greatsword. He looks around. He says, "Which one of you other fuckers wants some?" You guys are up. I suppose.
I'll point at Thor. He does.
Thor goes. "No!"
Can I roll for him?
And yeah, I just rolled. He's gonna hit. He rolled a 14 minimum, so he got like a 19 to hit.
Oh, okay.
But I'll let you roll the 2d6 plus 5. No, 2d6 plus 7.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Is there a chance this guy survives this attack?
Probably not.
Okay.
Thor brings his hammer down onto his skull, and you hear a sickening crack sound as you see part of his skull just cave in on itself, then his spine start caving in on itself. It sort of looks like part of his head and his neck have just been crushed into his torso.
He's turtling it.
He just falls over. As you loot him, you find a long spear, a great sword, a dagger, a sap.
I thought we didn't do loot.
If he wants to pick up random items, you can't sell anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see if he had anything of use to us.
He has hide armor. No, actually, he has a chain shirt.
Chain shirts are pretty nice.
Yeah, Thor is going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Bustin' Jeevers.
Yeah. That's a crappy heal though.
So you heal
Oh.
4 points of damage.
Yours is better.
Oh yeah. Cure cure spells. They're 1d8, not 1d2. I mean 1d6.
Ah, 1d8. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Channel energy goes by 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finding nothing of real interest on him, I'll just kind of kick his body aside.
You hear a little squirt sound as you kick his body.
Hey, do I see any response to the whole we're under attack?
Oh yeah, you can. It's only been about maybe 4, 5, 6 seconds.
Okay.
But as you guys are doing that, you do hear what sounds like a loud crash sound. You hear another loud crash sound as well.
Okay.
I would like to
I
make
would
a
like to
stealth
use
check.
ghost sounds
Okay.
to mimic his voice and shout, "Never mind, I was kidding."
You can't actually make intelligible speech.
Yeah,
with
it's
those
just
sounds.
like a random noise.
Sure.
Yeah. So you hear.
You'd have to use ventriloquism.
Yeah, and then you'd have to use another spell to make your voice sound like theirs. So yeah, you hear 2 crashes. It sounds like it's coming from about there-ish. One seems to be more hollow, or more echoey. Okay, you hold your torch
Oh, I
over
also
your head
get.
and roll
Well, I
stealth.
put the torch down.
Yeah, you put the torch down behind
and I
yourself.
grab my chakram from that guy's spine.
Okay, he twitches.
And then I wait.
All right, as you wait about
I move back.
maybe 30.
Actually,
wait about a
you said he
minute.
was in a chair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I put on his cloak and sit in the chair just like he was.
Okay.
Ooh, that's disguise, right?
Yeah. Roll disguise check.
And now you're upside down. I don't think he was sitting upside down.
He was
Could have been.
practicing his yoga.
That's pretty funny. So I guess we all move back and let you sit there?
I mean, I was hoping you guys would stay at least within reach, so I don't just get murdered if they see through the disguise.
Yeah. I'm moving 80 feet back though, but...
How far can you move it around? Like
you can move
40?
it to 4 times your speed. So he's at
Oh, you can move 4 times your
20
speed?
if
Yeah.
you full round run in a straight line.
Okay, I always thought it was just double
I thought it
move.
was like double.
Yeah.
Think about a run is just a full round action where you essentially just sprint at full speed.
Yeah. Withdraw is 4 times, but then you provoke.
No, withdrawal is 2 times, isn't it? I think it's 4 times in 4-0.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know, I've never really messed around with 4th edition.
Yeah, it might be. I might be wrong. Okay. So after about
5th edition isn't too bad, though.
yeah, 5th edition's pretty good actually. I don't have to make everybody play bards, and 5th edition is pretty balanced. So
My only issue is that I feel like the people that made the monster manual didn't look at any of the other books beforehand. Because some of the monsters are just completely broken. Like, not necessarily like overpowered broken, but just like bad broken.
okay, let's see how many bandits actually show up. Okay. Alright.
You look like a kid, right? Or was that the other halfling?
Yeah, that's Marin. Mary,
Okay.
I think. Well, I mean, Bustin Jeeber looks like a kid, but not
That's
no.
true.
Bustin Jeever, go ahead and make a perception check to look down the hallway.
Okay. I'm really far back though.
Mm-hmm.
22.
You see a vague mass sort of making its way down the tunnel. You can't really count their numbers quite yet,
Whoa.
but you think that there's at least more than 2 of them.
Just let me know how long it takes for me to know how much there actually are.
Okay.
Well,
So they get within about 60 feet of you, and they pass directly between into the light of a. I don't think you can use disguise to mimic someone's voice. If you can find it on Roll20 that you can, I'll
I will check.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you could or not. It just sounded like something that could be possible.
wouldn't that be like bluff or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, actually don't know.
Just try and well.
I'm
pretend to
looking
be-
them up right now.
So when they get to about here, you come to the realization that it's probably around 14 of them.
Oh fuck! You might want to run. The thing is, though, this hole is
It's about 15 feet wide.
yeah. So they can only fight. And do they have any ranged weapons?
Make a perception check. I'll say DC 10 plus the every 10 feet, so 5, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right.
It's not quite 16 yet, so the first 2 guys at least, you know that they have, they have what looks like little javelins.
Just like the other guy. Okay, fair enough.
One of them, he yells, "Oi, what's going on up there?" As they start continuing to walk closer and closer.
Okay, different idea.
Mhm.
Can I mimic the sound of cracking rocks?
Does Ghost Sound have verbal components? Because remember, when you cast a spell, you have to basically clearly enunciate every syllable of the spell.
And I can't whisper that?
I don't think so.
You'd
I
probably
think-
have to have silent spell.
Yeah, the system makes it a very clear point of saying that you have to very clearly and plain, very clearly state the.
You know way
components.
more rules than me. How about...
When I played in person, I had a group. We were in college, and one of the guys wanted to be a lawyer, so he looked for every single loophole he could find. So he had to get really good.
Oh god. I could pronounce it in a different language now.
Maybe.
So I doubt they understand halfling.
That's true. That depends. Does
Is that a loophole?
For simplicity's sake, we'll assume that all arcane magic. I remember that Draconics always called the language of magic. So whenever you cast any kind of spell, you're saying it in something that seems.
Wait, why am what? Oh.
Hey, Drago, we're actually in Roll 20 right now.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
see you there.
Ground.
Let's see. Magic rules. I type in magic and it gets me a bunch of things. Oh, there it is. They actually have a section just called magic rules.
Making a sound that sounds like spirit can actually make it. Sound can make.
Because if it's in another language, for all they know, I'm shouting rockfall or something.
That's true.
Oh, what it says for ghost sound when I'm reading, it says it sounds like a group of people are talking, but if anyone listens really well, it's not distinguishable. No one, like if you listen to it, it's not as good as a ventriloquism. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the rule is the volume of the sound that you make can be equal to that of four humanoids
people per caster level.
Yeah, in volume.
So 4 people.
Yeah.
Singing, shouting, marching, running sounds can be created.
We'll say that you can pull it off. Hey, Durango, what's up?
Hi.
So I can pull off the crackling rock noise, basically.
Yes, you can.
Dude, you can do a horde of rats and be like, "Oh my god, rats!"
What's the DC on your spell? It's a 0 level spell, so what's your charisma dex?
It's 14, I believe. The whole illusion.
All right. When you cast Ghost Sound,
What am I looking at here?
Upside down Zeguks and
so that's
yeah.
7 of
What
them.
do you guys do?
7 of them yell, "Holy shit, rocks!" And they take off running,
Oh, yay!
or
What
at
did
least
you
they
guys
run a little bit away.
What is this scenario right now?
Basically, what has happened so far is we went through Cuckoo getting kidnapped. Then they went into the. They went into this building
Oh yeah.
on the docks, and they looked around for a while and they found a hidden door, which led them to here.
Down here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we killed the guard, but he yelled, and these people came.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my character?
It's somewhere here.
Dead.
He's passed out, obviously.
We killed you.
I mean, it sounds realistic.
Oh.
He did
Hey,
really
so-
We'll put Crocus there because I don't like to kill people when they're not here.
So
What did you do?
Nothing quite yet.
we tried to rescue Steven's character, the Fox guy.
Yeah.
And we went under, like in a secret hideout to follow them. And we kind of fucked up on on disposing of a guy, and he called for friends.
Huh.
And now like 14
I'm going to reach up and pull the thing for the portcullis to open it for these guards and just point at the halfling.
Oh, it's still open.
Oh, I thought we figured we would have closed it to keep up
Points
the
at
guys.
halfling.
Oh, yeah, in that case, I'm going to point at the halfling and walk up with them, still in the hood.
Okay.
And all these other guys ran away, right?
Yeah, about 7 of them did. And then the ones in the front, they were like, "What are you idiots running away for? That isn't real!" They walk up, and they're all going to make perception checks against the disguise. What was the rating you got for the disguise check?
A 21.
21. Alright.
I'm hoping none of them pass so my plan can work.
What's your plan?
As soon as the last two are under the portcullis, I'm dropping it on them.
Dropping what?
This line right here is a big, heavy portcullis gate.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's a
And the lever is like right here-ish.
Oh, okay.
And I'm posing as the guard right now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if the dice favor you today.
Also, it's actually a +5 to that because it was only simple
I like
details.
back.
What's that?
I moved back slightly.
But the portcullis is... Oh, yeah, that's Polando over there. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's actually a 26 because only simple details were needed.
Okay.
Because it was just me putting on a cloak and sitting there.
Sounds good. Alright, they walk up to you and one of them looks at you sort of quizzically. Hey, did we have anybody with 4 arms before?
I figured I was keeping the other pair under the cloak, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Can I? No.
What the hell are you? Where's Jerry?
Jerry's dead.
Had the day off.
Make a bluff check. I'll make it
Terrible
simple
bluff.
because he's the only one that's talking to you. The others are just lackeys.
While this is happening, I would like to make the sound of like something heavy walking coming from behind them.
Okay.
So like, let's say an orc or something, or a cave troll or whatever.
Okay. The other 7 off the distance, you see they've stopped and they're rather confused. By the way, since you guys are level 1, a ghost sound will last for 1 round. So they basically, for 6 seconds, heard a cave in, and then it stopped. They're just like, what the fuck is going on here?
And now they hear like
It is only one
an
round.
orc or something, or an ogre walking, heavy breathing with footsteps.
Okay. Okay, what's the DC for that?
It was a 21 bluff check.
Oh yeah, no, you beat that. What's the
Yeah.
DC for the ghost sound?
Oh, it's
Oh.
always 15.
Yeah, it's 14, I think. So
Oh yeah, 14. You're right. 14. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
Oh.
5 of them make it. So we have 1, 2, 3. So 3 of them are unaffected. Let's see. I guess we'll put. Yeah, so 3 of them in the first group are unaffected, and 2 of them in the back group are unaffected. The other ones pull out their great swords, and they sort of. And 4 in the middle in the first group, they move back, looking around menacingly, and 5 in the second group, they move forward, pulling out their great swords as well. They're just like, "What the hell was that? Did you hear that thing?"
we might just want to attack or something. I don't know.
The 2 in the front are like, "God damn fairies."
When they mentioned the fairies, my guy was like, you guys have been having issues with them.
He looks at you and he raises an eyebrow. "Yeah, as everybody knows."
It's the first day.
Huh. Right.
I just knew somebody. I heard someone was having issues on the road.
What did Pede say the password was?
He told me just to make something up.
Damn it.
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer here, but I just realized we forgot to take the corpse with us when we moved back.
It's dark.
Can we pretend that somebody thought of that?
The naked turtle
no,
on
it's-
the ground.
I assume it's just tucked under the chair.
Oh, and
You guys are like, it's just like,
I'm gonna
oh shit,
start,
shit.
I'm gonna start fucking with the guards. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to tap them on the shoulders.
I guess you guys just kick some dirt onto the guard and hope for the best.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Yeah. So he's using mayhem.
We probably dragged him like out here.
I'm using Mage Hand, going around and tapping these guys on the shoulder behind them.
Okay. And
To,
I'm adding to that by using ghost sounds to make actual ghost sounds.
Okay. So you have to get within 25 feet to.
Use Mage Hand.
Yeah, so let's see. For the closest
Okay,
guy,
can I stealth and then use Mage Hand?
using Mage Hand would actually break stealth.
Okay, then.
How did you do that?
You
I
could
won't
cast
be-
it now and then
Since I'm
stealth up.
small, I'm gonna hide behind Forearm Man.
Right? You start sneaking up behind Forearm Man. You sneak under the portcullis, and I'm assuming that where you would cast Mage Hand.
Can I
Guards.
make a stealth check just to
Yes.
get up there?
Yeah, you
Okay. Alright. Well, my stealth, I keep forgetting it's a plus 10 on stealth, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, okay. That's okay.
can. Okay, so the ones in the front don't see you. Let's see. The ones in the back, at least the. So these 2 guys don't notice you at all. Let's see if these guys are kind of distracted with looking for an illusion ogre that has now disappeared.
And now ghosts.
I know.
Okay, so I undo stealth while behind him and start poking people on the back.
Okay. Casting the spell would break stealth, but if
Yeah.
you're just sustaining it, if you cast it back here, and then you just sustained it with your standard action
Yeah.
and snuck over here, then yeah, you start poking random people.
Yeah,
This
like putting my
particular
mage
guy,
hand finger in their mouth.
this particular guy, he jumps back and he's like, What the fuck is going on here?
What?
God damn it. Fucking fairies, there's...
So, have these guys actually seen me all the way back here?
I'm assuming you guys closed the door when you came in.
Yeah, so
Do
this is
you
just
still
where
have that
I
torch?
am. This is just where I am before I was here, you know.
Busted, are you still holding the torch?
Of
I was
course
working-
not. I wanna hide, right?
They don't see you from where you are.
Okay, but I see them because they're inside the light of the torch.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
However, the guy in the front here, he's getting sick of like having a fake finger shoved down his throat. So he goes, all right. He covers up his mouth. He says, "All right, guys, here's the plan. We go find what fucking fairy's fucking with us,
I poke
and
him
we
in
chop
the
his
eye.
ass to death." What do you do?
I would like
I
to,
poke him in the eye while he's saying that.
We go and we fuck the. We fuck them up. Fuck these fucking fairies.
but I would like to sling, use my weapon to attack him from this direction,
Oh no.
from this distance. I mean,
Okay.
it
You
will
do
just be a
realize
boulder flinging his way. He wouldn't know what the fuck it is.
You do
You
realize
don't-
there's
you don't-
14 of them, right?
You don't want to fight right now.
Okay, you flick your bowler at them.
Yeah.
Really?
Go ahead and roll attack.
God damn it. Stupid class. Have any of you guys been playing Dragon's Dogma? Natural 20. But have you guys been playing Dragon's Dogma? It came out the other day.
You have to
Uh,
confirm.
Yeah, roll to confirm. I haven't been playing it. I've been writing for this and working.
Oh yeah.
Does 12 confirm on?
It doesn't. Not
But
even
he's,
against his flat foot.
Yeah, he's flat-footed though, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't hit. It's
Oh, it's-
bound.
Okay.
What did you use? A sling?
Normal damage then.
You're using a bolo, right?
No, the halfling stuff.
I thought
okay,
20
yeah, it's-
automatic confirms and 19
still
below is a
No,
you have to
no,
confirm.
Still hits, it's just not a critical.
Yeah, it's there's a
Hey.
lot. Basically, if it was 20 auto crits, then sides would be the best weapon ever.
Yeah.
What happens if
It's
you roll?
like 20 confirms a hit, so even if you normally wouldn't be able to hit that person, you can hit him with a 20.
What happens if you roll a natural 20 and then to crit confirm you roll another natural 20?
You just hit.
Ah.
There is an optional rule where the crits stack, but honestly, what happens there is it's just like, I use my great axe. 20, yeah! 20, yeah! 20, holy shit! 19. Alright, how much damage do I do?
1,000.
150 damage at level 2.
You paste the person on the ground.
That will never happen though, but... So anyway,
Yeah.
I hit him for 4 damage, and
Okay.
I then would like to use my ghost sound to make another...
Using the attack as a standard. So it was this guy, right?
Oh yeah, fuck, yeah, it's a standard, yeah.
Okay.
The one that was talking.
Yeah, it cracks into his skull,
You guys
His
are
head
just
jerks
fucking with
back.
that one guy over and over again.
and he
Haven't messed
takes
with
a
anyone
step
else.
back, and he just starts running forward with his greatsword. He yells, "Ah!"
You guys pissed him off.
The other bandits, they all jump into the frenzy. So this guy's going
I'm
to
still
rush
hiding.
forward. Yeah. He's going to rush forward 30 feet and use his perception to look around. This guy's going to rush past.
Yeah, Thor will be standing like over here.
Well, you guys sort of entered combat. I don't want to kill Thor when he's not here.
Yeah, but I mean, but Thor,
But Thor, he's so useful.
yeah.
We need him.
I'm gonna be like, I'm not a part of this. I don't even. No. Actually, I'm not even gonna say shit if I get seen. I'm just gonna start hopping away.
Just try to look like a regular frog. Like, yeah, I was just
Yeah, but you don't know
frog
that you
stuff.
look
I
like
don't know I'm a frog, but
Yeah.
You haven't seen a mirror yet?
no, I haven't.
Okay.
They all rush forward and they all start looking
Oh.
around for any kind of creature that might be doing these silly tricks that's so annoying.
No, I'll just crawl. I'll crawl
However-
away if they see me.
And
As
I guess,
a weird frogman, they might think you're a fairy.
So they all moved forward. Did they see me?
I'm gonna find that out now.
I'm in the dark though. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. I can roll stealth as a movement action, right?
Yep. That's part of a movement action, so you can roll stealth and moved as well.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
However, you actually just attacked, so it would be at a negative 20 penalty.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
You can't move because it's
Screw
sniper.
that.
Ah,
Okay.
Just wait until the next turn.
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Cuckoo was extremely good at disguises. He just rolled stuff like 1s and 3s and stuff, and the other guys were rolling 20s.
So my stealth is 1.
Your stealth is +1 or 1. Oh yeah, there it is.
1. Yeah.
Okay, well this guy got a 14 total, so let's see how many negatives he takes. So he's going to take -5. That's 9. You're in darkness, so I'll give that a -5 penalty. So now it's 4. He sees you.
Damn.
He yells, "There's something over there!"
Start running.
And that was the guy that I attacked, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can sort of see that there seems to be still glimmers running down his face a little bit.
I poke him in the back of the head.
You son of a bitch! There's more of them behind me. The rest of these guys are like, "What? There's more over here."
They're down the hall. Yeah.
These guys are like, "They're here too. Let's find them." All right, it's you guys' turn. I would recommend you run.
I don't know.
Or
I'm,
there's
what are you
gonna
talking
be-
about? I'm starting a deep cover infiltration of this bandit group.
I'll
Yeah.
do a full.
But I would like to use silent image
Mhm.
to pretend that the gate is down.
Hold on, let me see what I have here to see what happens.
So silent image.
So all of a sudden, this gate is here, even though it wasn't there a second ago.
Silent image has somatic and verbal components. So what
Yeah,
this
but you don't
means,
fucking understand what I'm saying, so...
I know, but this means with that you have to go.
Doesn't matter.
With the music and everything, because it kind of
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah, with the music and everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Baby, baby, baby.
Plus, they can see that the portcullis isn't there, and then you do. So you do this, and then a portcullis appears, and he goes, "What the fuck?"
and then I move back 20 feet and try to stealth.
hold on, I run. I do use my full movement to go this way, and I make it look like I go through the bars.
Fuck off!
Like I mean, I
Okay.
squeeze through the bars.
Oh, like that. Okay.
As you go through this guy's threatened square, he's going to take a swipe at you with his greatsword.
Cool. That's fine. What is it?
Let's see. That is going to be.
My stealth will be plus.
Oh right, he evidently has something. The blood seems to have trickled into his eye as he sees something out of the corner of his good eye. And he swings his sword as
He
he
rolled a
swings his
1.
sword, and it just like cuts into the earth, missing you by more than about 6 inches. Maybe he was expecting someone taller.
Yeah, so I made it look like I went through the bars. I didn't phase through it. So
He yells, "That's the fucking fairy! It's a frog person! Kill it!"
Hey, you're
no
still.
fucking frog person. What the fuck is he talking about? You want me to rip your ass off, man?
Palando, are you going to do anything right now?
I'm going to tell them that I'll take care of the frog person, and I will move out. I tell them to just watch the portcullis.
As you walk through the portcullis.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Don't ruin this.
I pull the lever and it doesn't do anything.
No.
You pull the lever and you hear a loud, and you see a portcullis fall through the portcullis, and you see a little shimmer of light as the actual illusion itself just dissipates from the damage.
Why would it dissipate though? Dissipate.
You can attack. You can attack. Figments.
Have they seen? They've seen Bustin, right?
Hey, but Zeegux, now you're moving through an actual portcullis that you
No,
just.
I opened it back up. I said,
Isn't that like 2 movement actions or something?
pulling a lever is.
It was already up, so you pulled the lever again, and it
And then I
down.
opened it.
Okay. So then it's
After it broke the
click,
illusion,
click,
I
click,
opened
click,
it back
click,
up.
click, click, click.
Why would you do that though?
Because I really don't want to be trapped in there with them.
Can I use Mage Hand to pull the lever again?
You can't see it from here. It's actually buried about 2 feet. It's about a foot and a half in.
Okay.
You know that from what you would have seen earlier, the guard who originally opened it, if your character was watching, he had to basically reach pretty far into the earth using his shoulder and everything to reach it.
Oh wow.
But
Is Thor out here somewhere? Oh, he can't speak.
Nah, he's not here because we don't want to get him killed.
Okay.
yeah, like
Well, I wasn't sure if he was here for the other guard, so I wasn't sure if he was still like just hanging around NPCing it up.
Hey,
yeah, but the other guard would have had no chance to kill the party.
I don't know. He almost dropped Bushin to dead.
Can I cast Grease right here?
You can. So you just moved.
I'm also going to tell. Is it a attack action to pretend to hit someone?
It would be a.
Like, could they use it as a move action to
Isn't
like?
Isn't that called a feint?
No, I mean like.
I would call it a
Crocus
perform
to
action.
like pretend to hit me so I can fall over injured and then get dragged away.
Ah.
I would make it a perform action. DC 20 minus their bonus to CMB.
Okay. So should I roll a perform check to make it look convincing?
Yeah, pretend to hit Palando.
Oh.
And then cast Grease.
Okay. Yeah. So.
And then on my next turn, I'll dramatically fall over.
That's a 12.
All right. So that's a 12. Polando. What is? Let's see. Croaker. What is your CMB? Your
My
combat maneuver
CMB?
bonus. Yeah.
-3.
A goddamn small size.
Okay. You need to make a.
Oops.
You would have needed to make a DC 23 perform check
Oh,
to
no.
not actually hit
Seems ridiculous.
Poland. Yeah, I know. Because I don't have a rule for that. So you
It would be a bluff check, I guess, wouldn't it?
maybe you pretend to hit Polando with your what weapon do you use?
A rapier.
You pretend to run Polando through and accidentally actually run Polando through.
Rip.
Wow.
Roll damage.
Okay. That's 1d4 -2.
So
You're like, okay, just pretend to attack me with a rapier, and I'll fall
why
down
would
and
you
take a knee,
stab me?
and
-1.
I heal up damage.
you take 1 non-lethal damage as it
Wait.
barely pierces your armor, and then and then like scrapes across your skin and like gives you a minor flesh wound on the side. It's like, oh, god damn it! What are you going to do? Are you going to try and fall down and act like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Best rolls ever. So
The,
maybe I should just stick to disguises and bluff checks.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see if these guys make their sense motive check.
Wouldn't the sense motive be negative though?
Not on their scores. So let's see.
Oh,
They
yeah,
need to
I
make
cast-
a 10.
They might get a bluff check since they I might get a bonus since they think I'm on their team.
Didn't I cast
Yeah,
Grease?
we'll give it a +5. Yeah. So we cast Grease. So as all of this happens really quickly and short order, we'll see. So that will make that a 15.
10-foot square.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So where would you like the?
In the bulk of them. Like
So
in here.
to affect the most people would probably be something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we use it as a 15 because I think you're on their side. Nine of them are like, did that pussy really just go down from a straight?
Hey, they don't know it was a scrape.
And they all start, and one of them yells, "Kill the fairy!" And so, on their turn, the ones that are not affected by Grease, we'll just have them go. This guy is going to charge. He's going to attack Crocus. This
Great.
guy is going to... He's going to move up, pulling out a javelin as he goes, and he's going to throw it at Crocus as Palando has fallen prone.
Do they see me?
They're pretty much focused on killing the Fae that's doing making all the fake portcullises and
Oh yeah, okay.
like poking people in the eye and the evil ghost sounds.
Why
and-
don't I have dimension?
Yeah, that was Crocus. Yeah, you're right.
Because you're level 1.
And
Hey,
Daniel,
Yes.
were there any barrels or something or crates here?
No, not in here. It looks like it's fairly barren. From the look of it, you think this is more or less just a hidden passageway for them to smuggle stuff into somewhere. You're not exactly
They're
certain
rolling
where.
attacks on me.
There's just two. Okay, so the great sword is at a +2 bonus because of charge. That is going to be a 12 to hit. What's
Nope.
your AC? Okay. He
16.
brings his great sword down and it misses you by as he starts bringing it down, you handily parry it to the side with your rapier.
Yeah.
Your rapier stained freshly with your friend's blood.
I was not
A little
lethal.
bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, God.
The other guy, he chucks his javelin at you. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
So that is... Okay, that is going to be 5 points of lethal damage. As the javelin embeds itself in your shoulder. These guys back here...
Can I start running yet?
on you guys' turn. These guys, if I remember the DC when Grease is cast, is the spell DC. What is your charisma?
My charisma?
Mhm.
The modifier? Or
Yeah, the modifier.
3?
Okay, so they need to make a 14. Okay, one of them makes it. The other three fall prone. Let's see, what can we use for that? Yeah, we'll use that.
I should have casted it on the people who are in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember, it's a DC 10 to avoid a DC 10 acrobatics to avoid falling down.
Yeah. Like
after
here
the
would have been
fact.
best.
All right, so these guys are going to attempt their acrobatics.
Doesn't like do they have torches?
Yeah, they do have torches. They're sort of holding them behind them to an extent.
Is grease flammable?
No, it's not. It's
Oh.
magical grease. It's not actual grease.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I do know that some GMs are like, yeah, it totally gets us on fire. And so what happens is everyone's like, all right, it's a frost dragon. Everybody cast grease on it. And one fireball. And it explodes into fire. So as most of these guys, they start running through the grease, they trip and come out on the next available square. It's sort of like any kind of what would I say, like Home Alone movie, where like the guys just like trip for no reason on grease.
Yeah.
You ever see the Transporter movie?
No, I haven't. One guy gets a little bit further, and he makes it past the grease, and he starts sprinting up. He doesn't have enough time to actually whip out a weapon, though. Okay, you guys are up.
I'm gonna keep running.
Okay, so you full withdrawal. You get to about here, and then you realize, oh wait, your move speed's 40, so you're here, so that would put you probably around like here-ish.
I thought my move speed was 30.
Is it 30?
Let me see.
Most small size things are 20.
Base speed of 30 feet and climb speed of 20.
Okay, then yeah, you can move 60 feet.
Yeah, 60.
But the door seems to have swung mostly closed. You could try to make a strength check to just force it open with your shoulder as you go.
Is that acrobatics just to jump out and leave these suckers here?
It's sort of swung closed for the most part, but it hasn't clicked shut.
What's the door?
This one.
The strength check? I get a -2 to those.
It's the fake door.
Yeah, but you're over here, right? With 60 movement.
If he does a full round run, he'd be able to run 4 times speed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll try the strength check.
Okay, it's a DC
13.
5. Yeah, you make it.
Aha.
Running full sprint, you slam your shoulder into the door, and it hobbles open, making a sound as you go.
Like a murloc.
Yeah. Several of the dock workers, they sort of turn and look at you with like exasperated expressions on their face, like, "What the hell?" As the door flies open and bangs open and gets stuck.
I follow him with full movement.
Is there a lever locker on the door?
Oh, there isn't. You know that there's probably one on the inside as well.
Huh.
There's not a lever that hard locks it from either side, but you know that it has a latch on it, like a door latch.
From which side?
It probably has a handle on both sides to open the latch. So Crocus...
And does the door swing inward or outward?
Outwards.
Towards the hallway.
Yeah, it swings... Let's see here.
But I bashed into it, putting it inwards. Towards the room.
Oh yeah, of course. So it swings this way. Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Polando, what are you doing? Are you going to continue feigning injury?
I got up and said it surprised me, and that I'll sort out that little bugger and chased after him.
They say, we're going to come with you. No little faggots inside our city. And 14 of them go with you.
Try to bluff shutting the door.
How many of them
Oh
go?
no, they've got me!
Oh, 14.
Fuck.
I'd tell them that it'll look too suspicious if all of us go. Just only bring half.
What does that mean?
Just a group of armed bandits marching through the town.
He looks at you and says, man, you are new. We own this town, buddy. Even if we get arrested for murdering and raping somebody, like, we get off anyway. Who cares?
Steven, you're never getting out.
I'm gonna ask if they have any longer term positions available.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's safer to keep up the ruse and stay with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually going to. So I'm gonna advance. I'm gonna go through with them.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I want to run.
Okay.
outside.
The
I would like to close the door behind me.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I wanna stand here and stealth behind the door.
Okay. You stealth behind the door. They'll all get perception checks against you when they come through, though.
You're not even helping me stack the fucking boxes behind the door.
You need to what? Oh, stack boxes?
Yeah, I'm stacking boxes behind the door, so like they can't push it open anymore.
Yeah, he's trying to
Okay,
barricade it
we
shut.
shut the doors and we start stacking boxes.
All right, they all gather together and they're like, "All right, let's kill these damn Fae!" They all start running towards the door. Polando is like,
But when
Unfortunately,
we're
at the
done
front.
stacking, we're running away, yeah?
Ah,
Polando, you should back up behind them. Back up behind them and go the other way.
You can't tell them that.
the guy that's been talking, I'm gonna have him tell him to lead the way.
Yeah. Hey, you lead the way, yeah?
I'll be right behind you.
here.
he says, "Grape's a little small at that little stub, eh? No worries." He rushes over to the door, and as you guys are throwing random detritus and boxes and shit and pieces of wood all over the door,
And Thor. I'm sticking Thor against the door.
you just pick up an action figure of Thor. It's just like, "All right, Thor, you got this."
I put Mjolnir against the door and like they can't open it anymore.
I imagine Thor is just like,
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
they slam into the gate. We'll let Thor add his strength bonus to the opposed.
Oh God.
So we'll say that you guys added enough stuff to the door to make it a DC 15 collectively to push it open.
That's it?
That's still pretty high.
No, it's not.
You can't move very much stuff without Thor's help.
Thor, he's pushing.
I mean, those
against it
boxes are
too.
bigger than you. The boxes and crates are bigger than you guys.
Fuck. That's a really good point.
And plus the lumber workers are all sort of staring at you like, what are they doing?
Let's know where those go.
Wait. Can I do
Man,
a
we're
quick
gonna have to move all that again later.
Yeah, can I do a quick diplomacy check to get them to help us block the door?
As you start like throwing stuff out at the door and like barricading it, you notice that the lumber workers are like, "Oh, break time, I think." They've sort of tried to clear out. You see like
Bunch
one or
of
two of
fuckers.
them. Yeah, there's one of them that's sort of trying to gather a lot of papers together. He's just like,
I wanna help him with this diplomacy check.
oh god, ooh.
I shout, come on guys, help us!
With that, he's just like, I don't know if these will actually do it very well. He's just like,
Oh!
come on, guys, help us!
Oh!
Make a diplomacy check.
Look!
Oh, 28.
29.
29. He's just
Oh, I
like,
don't need to help.
oh, what the fuck?
I've got nothing better to do.
Pulls out his lumberjack's axe and he goes, "This is all I can really do for you." He slams it into the ground and like kicks it into the boards a couple of times to like really wedge it against the door. And he's just like, "All right, I'm out of here."
With the
Hey.
paper going like, pooh!
Yeah, it's like, and he runs for his life because he doesn't want to get caught with you guys.
You've watched too much of those fighting movies. The different one. What's it called again? With the forgot the name.
Karate?
No, there's this comedy where they all run like this.
Oh, okay. What is it? Kung Fu Hustle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they take off running. We're gonna have Thor make his. So that gives you guys a +2 to keeping the door shut. So instead of 15, it's 17. Thor, he's going to try to use his strength.
Can I roll for that?
Oh yeah, go ahead. It's 1d20 +5.
I thought you said +6.
Oh yeah, +6 because it's he's using his strength to do something. Okay.
Never let me roll.
We'll say that adds divide that by 4. So yeah, that'll add 3. So it's 21.
Okay,
what-
that's easy.
So one guy's going to make a check to bash in the door or push it open. The rest are going to assist. One of them says, "Hey, forearms, help us out."
Isn't he like sneaking towards the back and running away?
Polando, he rushes at them too, trying to push at them. So it's okay.
Just tell him you're on break. I can't, man. I'm on my break.
I'm on break, dude. I gotta put this deodorant on.
Mandatory.
Dude, I gotta go smoke my cigarette, man. I can't do it.
Dude, you go through so much more deodorant when you have 4 arms.
Yeah.
It gets really costly. You got to buy in bulk.
Oh, this is amazing.
All right, so this guy, he
Can you imagine how much it will smell between those 2 arms, though?
so even with all those assists that succeeded, even with a +10 from the assists and the +2 from his strength, he goes, "Oh." The door sort of goes.
Nice.
You hear yelling and cussing. One of them says, one of them yells, "Try opening the latch, you idiot!"
Oh, that's
He goes, "Shut up! Don't tell me how to do my job."
Can we like whenever he opens the latch, close it again?
It would be in a
Can we
strength
run
check at
away?
that point. Yeah, I would recommend running.
Yeah,
I'm,
good point.
I'm gonna run.
Yeah, let's run away.
Okay, so I assume you guys take Thor.
Yeah, and I mount my pig, so I'm faster.
You guys pick up Thor and you guys run.
Take my horse with you.
No, fuck yours.
It'll look suspicious if it's there.
You
Oh
just
yeah,
hear,
good point.
"Gug, gug."
Also, I just don't want my horse to get murdered.
You hear, "Hey, where'd that damn Faye go? Damn it!"
How far did we get?
You guys got a good ways away. He managed to escape.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's all up to me.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so
can do it, buddy.
these guys, they sort of look at Polando. They're like, "All right, so it looks like that Faye ran away." They all take some of them light torches. Again, there's natural lighting sort of coming in, but it's dim because it's indoors. One of them holds up a torch, and they all take a good look at you.
Uh-oh.
I don't think they've seen him before.
No, I didn't know. None of the people at the inn saw me because I ran out
Yeah,
instantly.
with me.
Yeah, it's like not like he doesn't stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So you had a 21 on that, right? On your
Well,
dispatch check.
I'm not really disguising as him anymore. I already
That's true,
told them
that's
I
true.
wasn't him.
So
so
make
now
a
it would
bluff
just
check
be the-
instead.
A new one or the same one from before?
We'll do a new one.
All right.
Just say you're freelance. You're a bounty hunter.
Bluff, bluff, bluff.
Say all this while you're moving back.
Not as good.
All right. So, as you're talking to them about being new, one of them is 2 of them. Six of them are like, I don't think we've actually seen him before. 8 of them are like, "Oh, shut up, we have."
I
He's
told you it
new.
was my first day.
they have a bit of an argument, and the 6 of them that disagree, they're just like, "What should you?"
How about we just go get a drink? It's my treat.
I like this guy already. They start walking deeper into the system, into this cavern.
Watch out for the grease.
So you guys carefully make your way around the grease, and
And the dead body under the chair.
hasn't started smelling bad yet, so they don't really recognize it.
I'm not being as talkative as I usually am with the Crocus today because I had sort of a stress anxiety episode earlier today. And
Yeah, we heard that.
I
How
don't
the fuck
feel
did you
like
manage to, like, were you unable to afford gas?
yeah, it wasn't because of that. For some reason a guy came into the vapor shop and he was missing a finger, and because I wanted to know how he lost his finger, I asked him, and he went into every single little detail, tendons and everything, and I was like, and I had to lay down, and now I'm just kind of exhausted.
What is a vapor shop?
A vapor shop, it's for these.
Have you heard of vaping yet?
Yeah, but
It's where you would sell those devices.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
What?
I'm sorry, but this is
dude.
such an American thing.
It should be everywhere, actually.
No, we have vapors here, but they sell them at tobacco shops.
Yeah, that's what they used to be sold at here in like 2008, but now they have their own shops.
2010 late.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Ah, you Americans with your weird shit, weird shops.
What are you,
Peanut
Norwegian?
butter jelly in one, and
Are you Norwegian?
no man, Dutch.
Dutch. Okay. Dutch. My family is half Dutch. They're the Van Dykes.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, okay, I believe you.
I got half Dutch, but I'm an American. I wasn't born anywhere else than Florida.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, you're in Florida. Oh god, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's all right, I guess. It's like 60 degrees out. That would be, I don't know how. Hold on. Yeah, that'd be about 15 degrees here right now.
Oh, that's
It's nice.
So they lead you in quite a ways, and you see that they come to this stairwell after having come up the. So you guys get to here.
I'm gonna look at them and be like, shouldn't we leave someone at the portcullis?
He goes, "Nah, just close it. We'll just close the other ones." And then
Really?
Frank here, and there's like some guy sitting there at the second portcullis.
A fucking
He's just
Florida
like,
kid. Florida kid gets a $2 million Powerball. That's not
Yeah.
fair.
Nice.
What? Yeah, for the first
Man, this place
lottery
is huge.
thing,
Yeah.
a guy from here in Florida, just
Yeah.
first time player, got $2 million. That's not right.
yeah, but
Nice. Second, you guys come to this area here, and you look around. You can see what looks like more tunnels leading out.
This is the Florida
They
man
lead you
forum.
here. You
That's
see
pretty
what
funny.
looks like sort of a well of sorts. They lead you in. There
They've
seems to
got
be some
fresh
closed
water?
doors. Maybe.
Florida man fired from Berkeley.
so Steven saw this as well, right?
Portlander did. Steven did too,
Yeah.
to an extent, but Steven was actually unconscious when they brought him in here.
Oh, he was in California.
California
Yeah.
man as well.
I'm
Oh yeah, because they were gonna rape him. I got it.
I'm
So
sorry,
they-
Dexter, that Florida's full of retards.
Yeah.
So they take you to here, and he says, "All right, we just go up into the HQ now." We can get our drinks up there.
Oh, did you get the lighting again?
No, that's all.
Did I see Stevens anywhere?
You didn't.
Hold on.
And so next you come to here. You're in the lumber. You're in a building that you think might be the lumber consortium headquarters. You see Creed sitting on what looks almost like a throne. He seems to be drunk off his ass and very satisfied with himself. You're not exactly sure why and what's going on. Well, he doesn't look satisfied with himself yet, but Payday is talking to him about something and he's smiling. You also see this halfling with an extremely long staff for a halfling, who's sort of hunched over it with a black panther, some sort of large cat, sitting next to him, and the halfling seems to be grinning maliciously as they bring you up.
Hey,
Payday
goblins are
and-
supposed to be evil.
What's that?
Goblins are supposed to be evil, not halflings. Or gnomes. Halflings are good.
So
Halflings can be evil too.
Yeah, they can be.
Oh!
So they bring you out, and one's like, "Hey, Creed, thanks for hiring the new guy. He actually came in useful." Creed's just like, "Whatever." Yeah. So he seems to be grinning as Payday and him are talking about something. There seems to be a couple of bandits there that they seem their coin purses seem a little more full than the other bandits. They seem quite happy with
How many
themselves.
people are here in total?
When you were walking through the underground, you must have passed 20, 30 bandits. Just
No,
in the
I mean
common
just
area.
just in the tavern.
In the consortium headquarters.
Yeah.
It looks like there's maybe about 20 people guarding the place.
All right.
Yeah, plus the
How
14 who
many?
you're
How
with.
much? How much do you do for drinks?
Oh my god.
A drink is about, I believe it's 4 copper a pint.
All right, I buy a pint for everyone.
Okay. The bartender at the far end. He's a guy who's. You see that he's actually not a lumber consort. He's not a one of the thugs. Instead, he's a. You think he might be a lumberjack in his other times, but he has. You see that he
So
has a
that's
large gash, like right
8
across his
silver
face.
total.
Hmm?
Should be 8 silver total.
These fucking Florida men. God damn. They're the worst
so we
in the
have
world.
14, 20. Are you going to buy one for Payday, Creed, and the halfling with
Yeah.
the large staff? Okay, so that times 0.04. It'll cost you 1 gold and 48 copper.
1 gold, and I just give the barkeep 2 gold and tell him to keep the tip and finger pistol him with all 4 arms.
And you finger pistol him with all 4 arms?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I just go hold put finger guns and go
Oh, okay.
pew, and as I walk back.
You go, hey.
Oh,
I
finger
gave him a tip.
pistol him with all 4 arms. Okay. He nods. So his description again. There seems to be a large gash that seems to have gone slightly into his skull, running down his eye. This eye socket is empty, but it seems to have sealed itself down. It seems to go down his cheek. It splits his lip a little away. It just seems to be like an empty V where we can see a rotting tooth. It goes down into his lip where you can see some other rotting teeth. To an extent, they're not really rotting; they're sort of yellowing, and there seems to be a gash in his gum down here, where whatever it was must have finally went down and hit his jawbone
Nice.
and forced it open. He doesn't look like he's the most happiest person ever with what he's doing, but he. I actually. Oh, Jonah Hex. Maybe. I don't think I saw that anime. And he. Yeah, you buy drinks for everyone. They all sort of pal around a little bit.
Oh my god. This lady I think it's Northeast Indian River Drive. This is close by to our house. She tore her shirt off, with her breasts out, throwing pork chops at people.
What? Oh, okay,
Fucking
yeah,
ridiculous.
Jonah Hex. He's
Free
a,
pork chops?
He's on poke chop.
Yeah, okay, I know who Jonah Hex is.
Yeah. I thought his looked like more of a gash than it did.
Do you think
so.
if since I live in Florida, if I just start
The
going
movie was
crazy,
terrible.
if I start going crazy and doing dumb shit outside, I won't get in trouble because Florida's so fucked up?
I think that's what it means.
Remember, Florida is where Florida man ate a man's face.
Oh yeah, Florida man ate a man's face a while back.
Hmm.
Remember that?
I think I heard about that.
Yeah, it was
So,
in Miami. A guy high on something ate a dude's face off.
Maybe it was bath salts.
Yeah, they call it bath salts, but it's not literal bath salts. That's just what it's called.
Hmm.
There's a
Alright.
new drug
Oh, nice.
called bed bugs. It's literally bed bugs.
Gross.
They grind it up, they distill it, and they inject it into their arms. It's fucked up.
It's crazy shit. Bed bugs, alligator.
It's called piss.
Crocodile.
You drink your own piss.
Oh, yeah, crocodile's a crazy one.
It's heroin that makes you get leprosy.
Yeah, yeah, that kills you. Okay, so you do that. What do you want to do now that you bought everyone drinks? Peyton, Creed, and this creepy halfling. By the way, the creepy halfling has a shit-eating grin on his face almost the entire time.
Punch his shit-eating grin off of his face.
I'm not gonna draw attention to myself.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna try to blend in.
Okay. Are you going to ask any specific questions?
Make a blend-in check.
Not really. I'm just gonna
You should
Okay.
get...
try to get general information about the group.
I would be friendly.
Yeah.
So you know that this group, the Lumber Consortium, has between how many people get killed, it has somewhere between 100 to 200 members at any given time.
Holy shoot.
You know that a lot of them are former criminals on the run in
Do I
Andorra.
hear any mention of Woodbrand?
It failed, so we pulled the secondary shoot and it cut his fingers.
Oh, Wigbrand?
Likewise.
You don't.
I don't. Okay.
You hear, you might hear in passing as somebody talks about him, but he's more
Well,
referred
not
to as...
necessarily him as much as the group of Woodbrand's warriors. Do I hear any mention of them or whatever their base was called?
You hear mention that they might be getting wiped out soon. They seem to be getting more desperate out in the wilds. It seems as though since the party decided to not pursue them, that the Dark Moon Blades might actually wipe them out. But you don't really hear a whole lot about them. Mostly
Any
that-
mention of them being friendly with the Lumber Consortium?
Let's roll a percentage check. 25 and below will no. Okay, so you hear something that about how those stupid bards stole the Fey Woman's mandolin.
We did
And
that?
then the stupid bards.
The other stupid bards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How they stole Cintira's mandolin, or the Fey Woman's mandolin, and how they've pretty much been burned in almost every single town. You know that some of them think that it was really brave and fun of them to do that, but at the same time, other ones are saying stuff like, we really wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of the Fey.
Fey justice.
That's about it,
The
though.
first episode of this should be called Fae Sex Party.
Fey Sex Buddy! Monster Fey Quest. Okay, so...
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to blend in as much as I can.
It's all about how you fucked 5 Fae at the same time.
I didn't though. That'd be a lie.
No,
Okay.
you can ham it up.
Okay, as the other
I
guys
don't-
of you make your way back to Jak'a'Napes, you you notice that the lights are out and that the door's locked. Sheriff Deldrin's standing there. He has his arms folded over his chest. He looks kind of annoyed as you guys come up. So, did you guys find out who got raped? Or whoever was screaming? He's asking that to, let's see, he's asking that to Bustin Jeever, and, let's see, who else is there? Crocus.
What is he asking about? I have no idea.
The person who was screaming. Did you guys ever find out who it was?
I don't even know who was screaming, man.
You guys, last episode, you heard someone screaming, so you all ran out to try and see what you could do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Crocus was
You
plastered.
did see who it was, right?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we did or not
Crocus
when we were
was-
chasing the people.
Crocus was plastered, so he has no fucking clue.
Okay. You guys say that you don't know who it was. He just sort of shrugs, says, all right. Hey, Jack, god damn it! Wake up! What's going on in there? It's midday. He sort of looks up.
dead?
You guys see looking around, you notice that one of the windows is kind of steamy.
Nice.
A moment later, you see a hand just sort of go onto the window and sort of like slide down. And about 5-10 minutes later,
Wait, while that's happening, can I throw a rock at the window to crash it?
yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I throw a rock at the window.
How big of a rock? Like a stone or a pebble?
Like about the size of his hand, so like this big.
Okay, you pick up
So
a
enough
rock.
to put a crack in the window.
Okay, roll to hit the window. I'll say it's a DC 5.
So is it just a 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hit the window, no problem. Your crack and almost a startled yelp come from inside.
Quit
About
fucking
5
around, man.
About 5 minutes later, through sort of one of the windows on the ground floor, you see Jack walk down the staircase like he just did leg day, and you see the Huldra that was formerly that's been calling herself Foxy, come down after him. Jack walks over to the bar, picks up a pair of keys and tosses it to her. She catches them, walks over, unlocks the door, and lets you in.
Oh, okay.
She walks over, takes her seat, and says, "Were there more of you?
No.
There's the orc. There's
Daniel,
yes.
where's this happening?
What's that?
Where are we doing
Jak'a'Napes.
this? Like this
Jak'a'Napes.
conversation?
It's at
Oh,
Jak'a'Napes.
Jak'a'Napes.
You guys have all entered Jak'a'Napes except for Polando and Steven at this point.
Okay. You still got a copy of me hanging around at the other building.
Okay. Let's see. Cuckoo's not here.
Oh yeah, Foxy is that weirdo with the hole in the back.
Yeah.
She's got her shirt on now. You can't see that.
Yeah,
What,
but I
does she
still
just
know she has a hole in her
have-
back.
Does she just have sex with anybody? What is she?
I have a better image for her now.
Oh, I can't unsee her.
There you go.
How is that better? You're just trying to make her more sexy.
So,
Oh, with green eyes. Yeah, great, man.
Can I make a nature check to see what she is?
yes, you can. I think somebody already identified her as a Huldra.
yeah.
As a what?
It's the kind
Yeah.
of fae. She,
Yeah, it's,
she led us back to the town.
Yeah,
Last
I
season.
know that, but why does she have this disposition towards sexual relations?
Fae.
You know that the Fae, in general, they tend to be completely ran by whatever they want to do right now, whatever's fun.
Okay.
You also know that they're pretty much nigh on immortal. They
Oh,
don't
okay.
die of time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so Bustin says, we kind of lost 2 people.
She looks at you and says, "Really? Do you know who took them?"
Well, I mean, we lost one person, but I don't know where the other one went. So,
Deldrin sits down at the other end of the table and says, "Well, by deduction, we can say they were probably taken by the Lumber Consortium. I mean,
yeah.
they did just want to kill you guys."
Well, one of them is pretending to be one of them, like undercover, but I don't know how long he will last. And the other one, I have no fucking clue where he went. So I'm thinking we just get the fuck out of town and never look back.
Foxy grins at you as you start talking about how you have lost members, and she goes, "All right, well, maybe I should name myself more effectively."
Did she
She
name
leans-
herself Foxy?
That's what she called herself when you guys asked her for a name. She says, "My name's actually Siofra. His name is Siofra Sealy."
Is that supposed to tell me anything?
Well, not necessarily. She's giving
Can
you
I
her
do a
actual
knowledge
name.
check?
Yes, you can.
What kind?
Knowledge nature.
Doesn't matter, it's all +1. No,
Okay.
I don't know shit. Well, maybe with a 10, I don't know.
With a 10,
Wait, what was he trying to do?
identify something from her name.
Oh, I'll do that.
Okay, go for it. It's a knowledge nature check.
Never mind.
Thor nods sagely, but you're unsure if he made the check or not.
Thor can't even speak.
I know.
He's like Tarzan.
Man, you guys really need to get on teaching him to speak common.
No, this is way better.
He actually likes his character not being able to talk. It's great.
Yeah, why the fuck would we even tell him, teach him? That like takes away half the fun.
So Jack walks over, and he just sort of looks at you guys and he says, "Well, you are beginning bards. The Sealy courts are basically the summer fae. They like being tricksters, having fun. Those unseelie bastards, though, you want to watch out for them." Siofra nods. At this point, Sheriff Deldrin Baleson has sort of caught on, and he stands up. His chair falls over, and he pulls out his sword and points it at Siofra. Says, "I'm not gonna have fae in my town. Get the fuck out of here. Why are you here?" She
Wow.
just shrugs and says, "Well, I was kind of invited to an extent." She smiles and looks at the party.
I say, put your sword away, you fucking maniac.
He glares at the at those of you, and he says, "Can you vouch for her? That she's not going to go do anything crazy?
What would a fae do?
Anything? Fae are
Well,
uncontrollable."
You
I mean,
have
she's
prior-
already made him late for his morning drink.
It appears to me, Sheriff, that you have no prior knowledge of fae.
He says, "I know enough about fae when I was a lumberjack. A couple
Well,
of them tried to
that's
kill me."
bias. That's bias, man. You fucking
Siofra,
racist.
she sort of shakes her head and says, "Ambrosia's fae are not the fae I belong to. I'm of Centira's court." He says, "Centira, Ambrosia, it doesn't matter. You're all the same."
Ha!
I said,
Manipulative
calm down, man.
bastard.
She's a redhead. What do you want?
I
Relax.
want to intimidate the sheriff to shut the fuck up.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
You get a -4 because you're small.
Okay, that's fine. So +5. Oh.
You go, "Shut up!" He just sort of glares at you. He makes an intimidation check of his own.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
What would that be against?
It's 10 plus your hit dice, plus I think your wisdom modifier.
10 plus hit dice, which is a D8. What?
The number of hit dice that you have. So,
Oh.
just one.
1, 11 plus wisdom. So 2. So 13.
Okay. You go,
The D-
"Shut up, Deldrin!" And he goes, "Shut up, Froggy!" And neither one of you are
Froggy.
intimidated.
Calling me a fucking froggy?
Neither of you are intimidated by the other one.
The fuck are you looking at?
Yeah, he's calling you French.
He whispers something
What's a
in
French?
Elven under his breath, and he glares at Siofra and says, "All right, look, just tell me why you're here, and I won't go get my friends and kill your ass."
I shoved Mage Hand in his mouth.
He starts.
Also put you in finger banging people in the mouth.
He pulls at his sword and he says, "Stop that right now!"
He's annoying the hell out of me, out of Crocus, so Crocus is gonna annoy the hell out of him.
He goes,
I'd
"Stop
say-
that, or you're under arrest." Do you just keep poking him?
Had diplomatic immunity.
He starts
Not really.
walking over past Thor.
I just want to out crazy him so he leaves.
We kind of need him, I think, though.
Jack Crimmy, he puts an arm on your shoulder and says, "You should probably stop that," before he
Give me
starts
a
walking
beer.
back to the bar.
No, give me a beer.
And Sheriff
I snap my
Deldrin's,
finger. Give me a beer.
Deldrin's getting closer to you. Are you gonna,
Deldrin, give me a beer.
are you gonna keep poking him?
No, I'm gonna snap my fingers and snap the mage hand. Like, give me a beer.
He's gonna try and punch you in the face.
Oh yeah. I wish I had cutting words.
You'd just be like, "You suck, Deldrin!" Oh! It's like when people die of vicious mockery in 4-0. It's hilarious. It's like, "Oh, that was a nice swing. Where'd you learn that? My mom?" And they're like, "Ugh."
Yeah, they died.
Yeah, that's the
there was-
best.
There's this one in Critical Role where they put an orb of water around a dwarf.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't really hear anything and he couldn't speak. So Scanlan uses vicious mockery on him, making fun of him, and then in his water drowning, he's just like, and falls dead. Floating.
In his depression, he inhales the water and drowns.
He's just like,
So he's gonna try to hit me. My AC is 16.
okay, he's gonna try and punch you.
I want to punch him too.
Okay, make another attack roll.
No.
Why, no,
Does that mean you have flanking?
no, why are you punching the sheriff?
No, I think.
No, he's punching Crocus.
Oh,
Okay.
We all want to punch Crocus.
Yeah, go for it with flanking.
Okay,
No,
I thought
no.
you were all. I thought you were all punching the sheriff.
No.
They're the sheriff and Bunston are punching me.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, he's gonna try and punch you. So that'll be a 13 versus AC. So
No,
that doesn't hit you, but it doesn't punch you to cause any damage. But he misses and punches you, and like it seems to clip your chin a little bit as he snarls at you. And he says, "Important things are being talked about here."
I have those little pins, so I'm gonna pull one out and poke him with it.
Oh God! I shout, Jack, please get this guy some drinks so he can pass out, please.
You can't stop me, man.
Jack
Get him
just
some whiskey or something.
Jack grunts and he brings over some drinks. He just looks he gives
Give me the strongest thing you have.
he gives and when Crocus says that, he just gives him the most deadpan expression, raises an eyebrow, nods, and he comes back with this little shot glass full of what looks like this completely black, like viscous drink.
It's firewater,
He
right?
puts it out in front of
Liquid
you.
pain.
He says,
Look,
"By all means."
I down it. I down it.
Okay, make a fortitude save.
A fort save. Okay, that's a.
Liquid pain.
So it's a D20 plus. Oh wait, no, I could just use it. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you down this stuff. It burns like fire as it's going down your throat as you're swallowing it.
Hey man, I've drank worse.
And by the way, have you ever taken a bottle of like cheap vodka, put it in one of those distillers that they have on a college campus,
I've drank grain alcohol, 150 proof.
and it makes it like 100% alcohol?
Yeah, grain alcohol.
Everclear.
Yeah. You essentially just drank a shot glass of Everclear.
Nice.
But it's really viscous, so it doesn't actually ever hit your stomach. It just absorbs slowly.
Oh.
So you're just like...
So it just sits there and burns.
It's
yeah,
motor
pretty
oil.
much. He's just like, ugh.
No, I want to make a perform check to make it look like it's not affecting me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Fuck. Did that fortitude do
You just
anything?
stand there for like 20 minutes, and all of a sudden you're just gonna see him just go.
That's an 11.
He's just like,
I'm smiling.
he's trying to smile. He's just like,
Well, that shut Crocus up.
Yay. So I say to the sheriff, you mentioned something about having friends. How many friends do you actually have in the town?
he says, I have some deputies that, I'm working
Oh, by
with.
the way, I took off my star.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah. So,
Is mine still?
Yes, best
Is my
disguise
sheriff-
ever.
Is
How
my
many
sheriff's
deputies do you have?
badge? Is my sheriff's badge still prestidigitationed on me?
No, it only lasts for oh yeah, it probably is, because it lasts for an hour. I assume that
you
every
probably
hour
kept it
you just
going.
recast it.
I hope that you just make it look more ridiculous each time you recast it.
Yeah. Next time it's gonna be president of what's this town called?
Falcon's Hollow.
Oh no, I'll be a mayor of Falcon's Hollow. That's what it says right now.
Okay. So, Dex, what did you ask?
how many
friends
friends
do you
does she like? How many deputies does she have?
He says, got about 3 or 4 deputies, some strong lumberjacks, some retired adventurers.
How many
about it.
people can you get in total?
Are there any Fae?
6 of them. 6 people total. No Fae, though. I don't trust them.
Racist.
So I tell him about how many people we saw in the how do you call that?
The underground is what I'm calling
Yeah,
it.
and like I tell him that there seems to be an underground tunnel underneath the town, and like we might want to get these guys out of the because these guys are terrorizing the town, right?
He grimaces and says, yeah, but there's not really a whole lot we can do. You haven't been in Falcon's Hollow very long. I'll just inform you. Falcon's Hollow is more or less controlled and owned by the Lumber Consortium.
2 more sets after.
Hell, Creed, Fulgen Creed, he literally owns everything in this town. Every building you see here, except for some things like Jak'a'Napes and the Temple of Iomade,
Let's
they're
kill
all
it.
owned by Creed. Every last one of them.
Let's kill him.
He has Magistrate Vargas in his back pocket. So he's, whenever anything goes wrong, whenever I bring any of his men in, unless it's something really, really bad and I can bring a case to the Anderon courts, they pretty much just get off.
But what if we don't bring him in?
That would be fine.
Just
I
kill
don't
him.
mind. But, I mean, the problem is that they don't kill me because they don't want all the lumberjacks to rise up against them. They tolerate my deputies because they know I'll come to their aid.
So killing you would work in making an uprising.
Okay.
He sort of looks at Crocus as Crocus is sort of saying this, getting a little woozy.
Yeah.
He's just like, I think he needs another one of those. And
what
Jack
if you
shakes his head like very quickly.
What if you were to disappear for a day? Would there be an uprising?
There wouldn't be. Just
What?
Creed's men would go unopposed.
I ask Jack to get him 2 more drinks with diplomacy.
Jack quickly shakes his head and he says, well, if you want him to die, I'll get him 2 more.
What's that? A DC 30 on
I
diplomacy?
say he'll be fine. Fine. He will survive. See, 28.
Jack folds his arms and he says, I'm not giving anybody another one of those. 2 of those
Yeah.
killed a hill giant.
I stumble over and I look. I go behind. Before I pass out, I go behind the counter and I start looking for it.
You start looking for stuff. You're just like, goo, 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 and he's like sort of pushing you a little bit.
Just
You're
start
like,
grabbing bottles and drinking.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just start grabbing bottles and drinking them.
You're a small size. You can't reach any of the bottles.
and then eventually you grab what looks like a cup, and then everything sort of goes black, and you don't know what
I
happens.
stand up on the counter before I pass out.
You jump up on the counter, like skinning your knee,
I scream, ah! And then I pass out.
and then you just pass out on the counter. Just legs hanging off the counter, arms hanging off.
Yeah, there you go. See, now I'm not a problem anymore.
Jack,
What was the sheriff's name again? I forgot.
what's that?
The sheriff's name?
Doldrin?
His name is Deldrin Baleson.
Oh yeah, Deldrin. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So I say, like, why don't we gather all the lumberjacks of the town and just rise up to them?
He says, well, there's about 75 lumberjacks,
Whoa.
and probably about easily over 100 bandits who are skilled at actually killing people.
What the fuck?
Hold on 1 second. Is skywriting only like a druid thing?
Skywriting?
Yeah, skywrite. Like
Um,
writing things out of clouds into the sky to create like
Yeah, I think
signs and
it's
stuff
like
that.
a druid thing, yeah.
Aw.
You know that Falcon's Hollow, aside from being basically a stronghold, is also part of the bandits that are there. They terrorize the lumberjacks, but that's mostly Payday's job. But the bandits also use it as a staging ground to go and raid caravans that aren't covered by the Lumber Consortium and extort money, basically protection money, from
Okay.
anybody who's using the roads near Falcon's Hollow.
Yeah, so there's 100 bandits in town right now. Over 100.
Over 100, probably like 100 to 150.
In town right now.
Yeah, most of them are probably in the underground, hiding out,
Jesus.
or
fuck.
just around town. Sheriff Baleson, he goes back to Siofra, and he asks her again, so what's your purpose here, Fey woman?
I say just forget about her for a second. We're talking. This leader, yeah? What kind of person is he?
He's a bully. He's cruel as hell. He rapes, murders, basically whatever the hell he wants.
Could you get him out in the open? Like, could you get him away from his men, or could you get him like with a small group?
He shakes his head. Thulgen Creed is a complete coward. He doesn't care about who he tortures. He doesn't care about what he does to anyone. Though, interestingly enough, if anything befalls him, he doesn't have a problem like giving out money to people who are hurt if it wasn't his fault. But he's probably the worst person I've met so far. Payday's his enforcer. If he needs anything said, he sends Payday to do it.
And what would happen if Payday were no longer here?
Probably create a power vacuum and somebody else would show up from the Lumber Consortium.
Okay.
I can't officially make any attempts on Payday or any of their lives. I can't give them a legal reason to kill me. Let me put it that way. If I do, they kill me. And then Falcon's Hollow doesn't have a cop. Doesn't have a sheriff who's worth anything.
Didn't he mention that if he died, then the lumberjacks would rise up or something?
If he gets martyred, if the Lumber Consortium just kills him, if he starts a rebellion, then they can legally kill him, and everybody might be able to agree with why he was killed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between the Lumber Consortium killing him because he's inconvenient, and them killing him after he essentially tries a coup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they would make a martyr out of him, but
Yeah.
it doesn't always work. I have no ideas. Dustin isn't that smart.
Siofra looks at Siofra looks at you and says, "Well, I might have a plan to get your friends out."
I mean, I could just walk out the door probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other one.
So Zegux, I assume that you are currently sort of meandering around the compound itself, gaining as much intel as you can. You know, casually.
Of the headquarters?
Yeah. The headquarters
Yeah,
in the underground.
Probably. Try
Okay.
not to be conspicuous.
So
If there's like a "you are here" map, I'll just kind of like stare at that for a while.
yeah, that would make sense that Bustin Jeever wouldn't trust a woman who is actually intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. Well, luckily, woman could be intelligent, but not a six.
Siofra, she sort of looks at Deldrin and says, I can't tell you all the details, but I can tell you that I want to see the Lumber Consortium gone just as much as you do. Deldrin and Hurst glare at each other for a moment. She says, I'm not interested in hurting the Lumberjacks. I'm sorry that the Unseelie courts tried to kill you when you were a lumberjack, but that's just not how Centira does things. He gives you a distrustful glare. Well, he gives her a distrustful glare, folds his arms, and says, yeah, we'll see.
What was her diplomacy check?
This is just two NPCs talking to each other.
Oh, yeah. What level is suggestion again?
There would be a bluff, I guess, to try and make them think something is their idea.
No, I mean, like, yeah, but isn't that like a magic?
Yeah, it's also a spell. It's like a 3rd, 4th level spell.
Damn.
Yeah. I got suggestion used against me once to not kill somebody.
I remember in Critical Role, Scanlan tried to suggest to the vampire lady to kiss her husband during battle.
Mm.
And he just missed the DCs. So what she does is she just looks at him, winks at him, and then goes back to fighting.
Okay, so you guys, I assume you don't have any plans. So we will basically fast forward for the day, and we'll get to tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. The next day passes, and when you guys wake up around 8, 9, I should go over what happens to Mr. Steven here. What happens to Cuckoo. So, Cuckoo,
Gang rape.
you wake up.
Hey,
go ahead
don't
and...
have a pussy.
So you wake up, and your arms are manacled behind your back, and you seem to be chained to the floor almost.
Okay.
Trapped on your knees.
Okay. I should be back in my fox form.
I think it only really reverts if you die. It might be if you go unconscious.
What did he use?
He has the ability... Kitsune have the ability to shift back and forth between a fox form and a human form. Usually the human form looks like Tianzian, or Asian, but because he has a specific feat that lets him look like anybody he wants.
Shouldn't it be like polymorph when you?
It is like polymorph, but it's...
After you go out of the hit points of one form, you go into the other, your main form.
I have no idea.
It's like disguise. It's like a disguise.
Yeah, like if you polymorph an Umber Hulk into a rat, if you kill the rat, like take out all its hit points, it
It doesn't work like that in
transforms
5e.
back into it, and any damage that went over rolls over into the next thing.
Oh, it doesn't work like that in
That's
Pathfinder.
D&D.
That's 5.0.
Yeah.
In Pathfinder, since it doesn't give a specific time limit for the spells, I'm gonna say it's pretty much permanent unless you decide to change it or die.
Yeah. Okay.
So you still look like a woman.
Well, I transform back.
Okay.
That's what I would assume would happen.
All right. You transform back. The manacles get a little tighter on your wrists, but not by much. And you see a couple of bandits with slightly fuller coin purses at this point,
How many
walking
bandits
around.
do I see?
You see like maybe 4 or 5 right now.
Okay.
You don't know how many. You don't know how long it's been. Hi, Pug. You don't know how long it's been. Maybe 6, 7, 8 hours.
Okay.
But but basically, they after about after some time passes, Payden walks in and he starts
Payday?
talking to you. Yeah, Payday.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Let me
ahead and say anything you wanted to say to
I'm
him.
a diplomacy. I'm gonna use my diplomacy. I'll be like this. Look, man, I was really, really drunk. You know what? I did a job for you. We did this job for you, and then you basically told us, "Fuck you, we're not gonna pay you." And we did a job for you. We did your work.
Payden
So come on,
says,
like, just let me go. Pay me and my men my money, and I'll leave this town.
"You did a job for Baleson, not from me.
Then why did you come to the bar and say, "Fuck you, I'm not gonna pay you," if you weren't gonna pay me to begin with?
Because Baleson thinks that he can make us pay you guys money. Just telling you up front."
I'm gonna do a bluff now.
Mhm.
Like it's such a shame with that money we were gonna do it that we were gonna get the diamond called the mandolin.
Okay, go ahead and roll bluff for the diamond, the mandolin.
I referenced that it was this diamond size, this coconut sized diamond,
Okay,
and I should get a +1 since it's a talking about a counterfeit item.
okay, go ahead and roll your bluff check. And roll 20.
$23.
Okay. You do notice that the halfling is here too, standing in the background. Okay, first is Payden and the halfling. The halfling continues to smile. Payden looks back at him, and the halfling, his grin just widens.
Is the halfling retarded?
And Payden looks at you and he goes, "Diamond, huh?"
Yeah, we came across this diamond. We were captured by this nymph queen. She had this diamond that turned into a mandolin, and she captured us. And what happened was, when we were captured, these bards came by and they stole it, and they basically caused a distraction so we could have gotten free. I know exactly where they're at.
He leans in and he goes, "You know exactly where they're at, eh?
Yes, I do.
Where are they?"
Give me a map.
One of the bandits brings over a map. He's like, "All right, where is it?"
All right, what I do is I draw. Do I know where the band of bards that stole the mandolin is?
No, you have no idea.
Okay, well I'll draw where all those fairies were, where we drank tea. I'll draw a big circle. I'll draw like a big circle, like I know it's in this area, and as I touch it, I cast hex on it.
He
So the minute he touches it,
yeah, he basically gives you basically a piece of charcoal to put in your teeth.
okay.
So you do that. Since hexes are supernatural, they don't react. Is it a spell?
It's a hex. I imbued it on an item that I.
Is it a supernatural ability? SU.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you don't need
it's
arms
my
to do
class,
it.
It's my bardic performance.
Yeah, you're able to do it, no problem. You don't have to have your hands to do that.
Yeah. So I hex it. So when he grabs it and accepts the map, he gets
Mhm.
charmed, and
Okay.
the charm is one level higher or like one level lower for whatever, for diplomacies and stuff.
Okay. What is the DC?
There is no DC for it. If he accepts it, he's automatically gets it. As long as he accepts the item.
Interesting. Let me look that up.
Just let it happen. This is cool.
Now, what's the archetype called?
The standard action provoke opportunity.
Oh, what's the archetype?
It's the hoaxer.
Hoaxer. Okay. Yeah, here we are. Which one are you using? Bad deal?
Yeah. He says it activates the once it's willingly accepted. It triggers once it's willingly accepted by a creature.
Okay, so you're using the charm hex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is based on. Okay, so it's based on. Okay, so here we are. The save DC for Hoaxer's hexes are equal to 10 plus half the Hoaxer's level, minimum 1, plus his charisma modifier. So,
Okay, so 16.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you're old. Okay, let's see. For this guy. He looks at it and he smiles, says, "Alright." He whispers something. Go ahead and make a perception check. It's a DC 10 to hear a whisper. Plus, you're pretty much point blank.
I don't got much perception, so see how this goes. 11. Aha!
He whispers, "Take a team of 20 guys out there."
Well, I drew a big circle on the map, so it's not an exact location.
Yeah. So, the bandit there, he just nods, grins, and walks off. He says, "Alright,
Like, let me show you where it is.
we'll find it."
All right.
Hmm.
And I also ask him to let. I also try and diplomacy one more time. I'm like, just let me go. Just pay me what you owe, and I'll leave this town.
5,000 gold's a lot per person.
And then I'm gonna do an intimidate. Like, I look at all his men. I'm like, I worked for him. I did a job for this man. He is not paying. If he could do this to any of you. If he's willing to fuck me over, he's gonna fuck all you over. You know what? There's a good history lesson here. Any man who fucks his own men over, they're gonna cut your fucking throat.
Roll it. Hmm? 4999.
27.
You make your intimidation check. 3 of the guys there, they sort of look at Payday. The halfling, his grin gets even wider as his eyes start to sparkle a little bit. They don't literally sparkle, but you think he's enjoying himself quite a
His
bit.
head's gonna explode.
And Payday, he goes from being friendly to just glaring at you. He leans back and he goes, "Good decision. And here I was thinking I was probably going to let you go." "You want him, Cadaven?" The halfling smiles wildly and he says, "Yes. Yes, I want him." Yes.
I just look at him like, they're so gonna cut your throat while you sleep. I look at all the soldiers like, this is gonna be you. In a week, it's gonna be you. It could be you. He's probably not even gonna pay you next week. Look at it like he's going down a slippery slope.
Several of them start slowly making their way out, slinking away from Payday. From the looks of it, you think that they might actually defect away from Falcon's Hollow to go do something else. But you can pretty much assume they might be actually used to this kind of treatment in the underworld. So I'm not going to go into it, but let's paraphrase it with some stuff happens. Peyton, basically how this works is you take enough non-lethal damage to pass out. When you wake up, they torture you a little bit more. You pass out. They torture you a little bit more. And eventually, as this runs on and on and on, you get to a breaking point. Go ahead and make a will save versus... that's just from like them doing this.
It was like Berserk. We gotta go get Griffith.
Yeah. Eventually, Creed comes in, and
No, he Griffith is a dick.
he puts on that iron knuckle, and he like basically gives you that mark on the side of your face. And when he does that, it's at the very end. So before that's been going on, before he comes in and does that, you're actually being tortured by Kadaven. And the thing you notice about Kadaven is he seems to be enjoying this a lot. Like a lot more than anybody should.
You got a hard on.
Yeah, you think he might have a hard on the entire time too, but he's giddy just beyond description.
It's like that torturer from from Berserk.
So go ahead and make a will save. So yours was 18.
Yeah.
We'll do this 3 shots to see how well you do. So the rule I'm going to set up here is if you beat him by so he sets the DC with his profession check. You then make a will save against the DC that he sets. If you fail by 4 or less, you manage to like maintain, but you're still screaming. If you miss it by 5 or more, like your character basically just breaks, and for the rest of that duration, he's just basically suffering.
I'm gonna go like a boss. I'm gonna be like,
Okay, so he's you notice that he doesn't seem to be doing anything that's going to cause any like broken bones or anything that will structurally inhibit you, but he's torturing you in like some really nasty ways. He's raking some like basically metallic claws across your chest, and the entire time he's just in your face smiling.
well, the whole time he's torturing me, do I know what Creed looks like?
Yes.
I'm gonna transform him into Creed just because it's funny.
You should out weird him. Like get a boner too.
As you turn into Creed.
I'll be like, oh yeah, the spider was worse than you.
Yeah. You turn into Creed, and he's taken aback a little bit. Then he just smiles, and he seems to be going at it even harder now. Go ahead and make another will save. Okay, so your character, as he's getting tortured, like something that he's doing in this torture, a piece of your mind just starts screaming, and and you feel yourself just withdraw into yourself.
Wait, what's your character's name?
Cuckoo. Hey, I'm a Kasuni. We deal with this bullshit all the time.
No. Cuckoo the Kitsune.
We always get in bad situations like this.
Cuckoo the Kitsune, you're going to be sitting there hanging, and then a Behelit is going to roll in through the crack in the wall. And you're going to be like, I need to sacrifice all my friends to become king of the new world.
So, we don't need to make any more checks. Your character starts panicking, and he's unable to continue. Eventually, somewhere in the blackness and like the vague memories, you see Creed walk in with his iron knuckle that seems to be somewhat cold iron, but also treated with silver to an extent, and maybe some other things. You're not really sure. It smells kind of acrid, and he delivers that blow, and the world explodes, as far as you can tell, into light and darkness.
Cuckoo, you can do it. Become one of the God Hand.
Palando, as this is happening, you're actually exploring the entire place.
I make sure to never just be somewhere on my own. I'm just kind of always walking with groups to different places.
Mm-hmm. You manage to basically Well, make a stealth check to blend in. That'll tell us how much you get. A 20 will be you reveal everything. Okay, so
Man, I got like 2 good rolls tonight, and that was it.
okay, let's see. So you reveal about 65% of the stuff here. So part of what guides your searching is the screams that you're hearing. They seem to be screams that of a voice that you've heard before, and you're fairly certain you know where they're coming from. There seems to be a couple of
Not
guards
quite
there.
sure how to get to it.
Oh no, you can get to it, no problem.
Okay.
It's just you see what looks like. The door seems to be bolted shut almost. It seems to have a deadbolt on the other side.
That's okay. I can just have some of that shit.
Yes.
And right now, you're fairly certain that.
Oh, hey, there's a cup here already.
Right now, you're fairly certain that your friend is being stored. Where is it?
Bruh.
You revealed that over there. You also revealed. Let's see. You're fairly certain that your friend Cuckoo is currently being held.
Hold on just a second. All right, I found it.
You're fairly certain that he's being held here, in this location.
I didn't see your ping.
Right next to the fountain.
Okay.
This is a big area.
Is that Creed?
That's Payton.
No.
Daniel, are the maps like this always this compressed?
Yes, they are, because this is highly expanded.
Wow.
Let's see. Did I actually get the one in for Cadaven? Yes, I did. So we have these. They seem to be torturing Cuckoo. Cadaven over here, the druidic person, he seems to be having the most fun with it. Eventually, you see that they drag Cuckoo away.
Wow, that guy looks crazy.
Yeah. And
Hello, doggy.
Cuckoo, you actually find yourself in a different area.
Hey, Daniel,
Yes.
shouldn't this be giving Cuckoo some corruption points?
It's given him a drawback.
Okay, I want him to turn chaotic something because of this shit.
So Cuckoo, you actually eventually find yourself after you black out from the punch. When you wake up, it's to feeling yourself thud down on the ground in an extremely dark cell. When you come to, you can barely see what's going on around you. The world's still swimming. You're still manacled behind. Your arms are still manacled behind your back. But as you look around, you notice a small figure, sort of with its back turned to you. It seems to be wandering around, seemingly aimlessly. And when it's
Is it in the cell with me, or is it?
it's in the cell with you. The cell's about 20 feet by 30 feet. And it meanders into a wooden column, and you see it. It shrieks in terror and horror, and seems to sink its teeth into the wooden pillar, in almost a frenzy. After a moment, it realizes that the pillar is indeed just wood, and sinks away from it. In the low lights and the dim light, you barely notice that it seems to... I'll just... Oh, yeah, I don't think I moved... Yeah, I moved you guys back. And in the dim lighting, you guys... Oh, what Cuckoo sees... Actually, this one might be more fitting. In your cell, the doors are all locked. So I'm going to say that this door is locked. That's the cell door,
Okay.
and that these doors, these walls here, are actually just open bars.
Oh, it's quite roomy in there.
Yeah. Well, actually,
This is a set piece, right?
what's that?
This is a set piece, right?
To an extent.
You're like, yeah, this works.
Yeah.
it does.
It's just a map. Yeah.
This works.
So I said it was 20 by 30. So. So the cell seems to be in the center of the room to an extent. And yeah, up against a wall. You find yourself manacled in the cell. And you see something else, something horrible, as this insane figure seems to attack random pillars. And when you look at it, you realize that it's, in the dim lighting, you see that its eyes have actually been completely gouged out of its skull and left to be bleeding wounds. You see that it is actually lurching around on legs and arms that have been broken so many times they've healed into these sort of twisted, nowhere near straight, almost gnarled branches of limbs as it makes these random gasping and growling sounds. You also realize it's about a foot tall.
It's just another torture victim.
Yeah. You realize that this. You also realize that you've seen a creature like this before. You think this thing is an atomy, but it doesn't have its wings. It seems that they've been cut off. And you spend the rest of the night trying to avoid this thing as it slowly meanders around. You slipping away from it as best as you can.
You should comfort it.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Are you going to say anything to it?
Yeah.
I'm debating if I should. I'll be all like, I don't know, how well can I alter my voice?
Like, when was the last time this poor creature has had any semblance of comfort?
Well,
I don't know. If I speak in Sylvan, it actually might be like, I'll be like, Marco.
yeah. So Cuckoo, what do you do actually?
What was the name of the nymph queen?
Centira.
Tara?
Centira. You don't know about Ambrosia?
Do I know any of the other names?
No, none of them have really come to light. You know Foxy. You don't know her actual name, though.
You know, Timey.
Yeah, he knows Timey as well.
And did the Spider Lady give us a name?
I don't think she did. You know the Dark Moon Blades.
Wait, do you have any healing spells?
His arms are manacled behind his back.
Can
I'm
you
gonna say-
turn into a fox?
I'm gonna say in Sylvan, Dark Moon Blade Centera.
As you start saying that, her head sort of snaps into your direction. You see that her eyebrows are actually arched up in almost a blind panic. She lets out a guttural scream and starts rushing your direction. Like her arms.
I say fear not. I say fear not in Sylvan. I don't come to harm you. I'm in prison too.
With an insane glare and scream on her lips as she rushes in your general direction.
She's probably been there for like a year.
And she runs into the bars, like rushes her arms through it, snapping, biting the bars. and snarling.
This is pathetic.
So so all my arms are barred behind the thing.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know what. I'm gonna do ghost sound.
Also, make a
Over
will.
here?
Make a to cast ghost sound. You have to like enunciate what you're doing. I think so.
Yeah,
Alright.
you have somatic components. You can't use your
I
hands.
mean, you could use it. She'd probably attack you, but you could use it. You could also try to kick her in the face.
Oh, why would you
Good.
kick this poor creature?
I know. It's like, how do I
Put it out
like,
of its
what am I-
misery.
Oh, what's that, Steven?
I'm gonna speak in Sylvan again. I'm gonna say, I'm not here to harm you. Fear not.
She turns, screams, and tries to bite you as
She probably doesn't know Sylvan.
as she moves into your square. So let's roll a percentile, see if she's going to auto miss. Okay,
What, is your character afraid of these kinds of things, cliches?
so she jumps at you and tries to bite at you, but she bites onto the leather of your pants, or just
Can I-
basically your
can I,
underwear.
Can I cast Hex on one of my objects and try and put it in her mouth?
You've pretty much been stripped at this point.
No.
You manage to. She tries to bite you, but you manage to quickly step out of the way as you hear her teeth go a little ways to your side. She screams as she does this.
Can't you diplomacy or something?
Well, she can hear, so I
She's
know she can hear. I
batshit
know she's
insane.
She's batshit insane.
Yeah.
blind. She's just-
If you torture somebody long enough, they literally go insane, and they
Yeah.
basically just become an animal.
But Griffith was tortured for a year, and he never lost his vision.
Griffith's also a half demon.
Oh yeah.
Not
Well,
as
he
a
wasn't.
time.
He wasn't at that point.
Okay. Well, she's not Griffith.
Well, the thing is, Griffith is a full demon god thing, but he
Hmm.
also has a human form.
Hmm.
Man, we should do a berserk role play. I want to be judo.
So, Stephen H., make a will save for me. Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
Your character's kind of frightened of this creature. Or at least unnerved.
Okay. Well, my character can't really fight. He's got like a -4 to attack.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna hit it. And it's gonna like. I don't know. I don't think a kick could really do anything if it's been tortured like a million times.
Just put her into a therapy session.
It would still do a non-lethal damage to it.
Just therapy session.
Can I try and sit on her, sort of like a weird grapple?
You think that if you sat on her, she might just slide further under you and try to bite you in the crotch.
Ooh,
She's,
that's
she
smart.
has
Or something.
She has been tortured for a very long time and has broken bones. And
If you were Justin Bieber, she would never be able to hit you. There. It's so smart.
Yeah, you can try to grapple her if you want. You'll get a -10 to grapple because you're not using either hand.
Oh, I know. I'm going to summon instrument. And I'm gonna play a kazoo, and I'm gonna play the most awesome kazoo song in the world. Calm her ass down.
Can you cast summon instrument and then play it without any arms?
well, a kazoo
Could I-
doesn't
could I
need
use my
hands.
tail? Could I use my tail as a somatic component?
No.
Daniel, a kazoo doesn't need hands.
Really, what is a kazoo?
You don't know what a kazoo is?
Not
It's the
by
thing that-
name.
What do you want to?
Oh, okay, I see what it is.
Yeah, it's a kazoo, like the most badass kazoo solo I can ever do. Like I play some dubstep. That's how awesome it is.
Okay, I know what it is. I'm gonna say that you for this moment have that spell memorized. That lets you.
You're gonna play the kazoo so bad that she feels so embarrassed that she just walks away.
That lets you summon an instrument to play for you with your perform check.
Yeah, give her the instrument.
And where do you want to put this object? For it to just play for like a minute or so.
I'm gonna put it like right over there.
Okay. You you take a couple of steps away from her. You somehow manage to cast this spell, and the kazoo forms over there. She screams at you, and then the kazoo starts playing, and she screams at that, rushes over and tries to start biting the magical kazoo and like slap at it with her hands.
Well, I make sure I put it like 3 feet in the air, so she has to really jump to get at it. Like,
Yeah, she's jumping at it to try and get at it, trying to run up a wall and jump to get it.
Would a greater restoration spell hypothetically cure her?
Maybe.
Oh.
And after a couple of minutes of that, the kazoo spell, the spell fades.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation. I'm gonna make little orbs, and I'm gonna play 8-bit music with my kazoo dubstep.
Okay, we'll let it slide. You're playing dubstep.
So I was like, and then you hear the 8-bit sound effects. That's like,
Can't
it's like,
see the
it's like
it's like a rave, but no lights.
Yeah.
It's like Mexican techno. Ay 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 ay. So all this happens for a while, and eventually
I'm gonna
she
wait
just
for her ass to get tired out. I'm gonna like,
yeah, she eventually gets tired of trying to kill things that don't exist, and then she eventually just slumps down into a corner and like her head goes limp. You hear what sort of passes for snoring for a creature so small.
I'm gonna play the song of the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies with my participation.
That's more like or something.
Well, it's all in 8-bit, so
Oh yeah.
it's not like old school Nintendo.
All right. So eventually, she goes to sleep. What do you do after she's unconscious and sleeping?
What do you think she dreams about? Not being able to see shit and being completely insane.
Probably murdering people or eating people's throats or something.
I'm gonna do ghost sound in her ear. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna be like, "Happy thoughts, flowers, and puppies and shit."
In Sylvan?
You
and
can't
Sylvan-
create
so
voices with ghost sound, but
Oh damn!
Start singing her a lullaby in Sylvan.
I know that's all I got left is the lullaby.
Don't wake her up though.
okay.
I'm
So the night passes through, and the party eventually finds themselves back at in Falcon's Hollow during the day. It's about. We're just going to segue away so we can move forward. About an hour or two passes. Also, Steven, when is your game? Your next one?
What is my next what?
The game that you have later today.
Oh, I have it at 6. I moved it an hour ahead.
Okay, what time is it your time right now?
5.
Okay,
Sure it is that color.
so we'll speed this up. So it's about 8 o'clock when everybody wakes up. Cuckoo, when you wake up, you see that the
Can we make
enemy
it
is
9? 8 is a bit early.
yeah 9 or 10. The enemy is sort of like gnawing at the bars, trying to chew its way free. When
Yeah,
you
I
wake
agree.
up,
Man, her teeth should be gone by now. Like she just have gums. She'd all be all gummy.
she might not have teeth anymore. You're not entirely sure. And I assume your character is just being very stealthy at this point, just trying to avoid her.
Yeah, I just keep playing a kazoo in a corner whenever she gets close.
Yeah. So after at around 10 o'clock in the morning, some guards show up and she almost throws herself at the bars. You hear something of a crunching sound as she does. She screams but still tries to snap at them like a wild animal as they walk in. 2 of them just walk over and casually smack her in the face with a sap, and she just falls to the ground like a sack of rocks.
Daniel, this is depressing. Was this what you meant when you're getting serious?
Yes, as the rest of them grab you and haul you out of the cell. They lead you through the Lumber Consortium's underground up to the headquarters, there you see Payday with a halfling that seems to be wearing some sort of wizard's clothes. He has a staff, and he almost gives you a sympathetic look as he sees you for the first time.
I look at Payday and I'm like, are you finally gonna pay me now?
Payday says, "Yeah, sure. I'll pay you. Come on, let's go to the courts."
Wait, what was that?
So,
Payday's
It says-
gonna fuck you.
so you see what looks like about 12 or 13 thugs march alongside you guys. This magistrate, it looks, and Payday. Creed seems to stay inside his stronghold. They lead you through the High Court, down the road, and eventually they lead you around the road and then to the Low Court, the Low Market. There you get your first glimpse of your allies and the woman, all looking. They're all dressed and they're standing out. They seem to be coming out of the Jak'a'Napes at this moment. When they see you, you lock eyes for a moment. Any particular things you want to say to each other?
I love you.
I love you.
What is the situation exactly?
It is. You see Cuckoo in, I think, a fox form now. A fox-like humanoid form. Being
Yeah.
marched with about 12 or so bandits alongside him, and
But
Payday
didn't-
in front with
Did
a.
Foxy like have this brilliant plan to save him?
I don't know, but
Oh, okay.
and there's also a halfling with him. Siofra, she sort of just watches, and Deldrin, he sort of starts stalking forward.
I walk up and I ask, "What did he do wrong?"
You also see that Cuckoo is covered in bruises.
Yeah.
Like nasty bruises everywhere. He's got 2 black eyes.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
wanna-
even want to check if he has missing teeth.
I want to walk up and ask, "What did he do wrong?"
Payday says, "Well, I don't know. We just sort of found him like this, didn't we, Varg?"
I look
Varg,
at him, I cast innocence on myself, and I say, these dudes are fuckers.
Varg looks away from Payday, and he just walks sullenly into what is called the Hollow Tribunal, the place where all the where law is done.
Ooh.
And Payday just smiles at you, and he says, "Well, let's just say he made some people, and told my men not to trust me." He looks at his other guys and he says, "You guys trust me? You want to end up like the other ones?"
I look at his man, and I'm like, he's like, he didn't pay me, he's not gonna pay you either.
One of the bandits says, "Yeah, but we don't want to end up sleeping in the river either."
Yeah, but I say, "This guy's full of shit. Just look at him. Look at that stupid fucking grin."
Payday smiles at you and he says, "Well, one's gonna be down today,
I go, "Fuck you."
and then the next ones will be gone tomorrow and the day after that."
I'm
You're
gonna
so-
bluff. I'm a
You're
bluff
so
now.
full of yourself, Payday. Why don't you come and... Oh,
I'm
man,
gonna
I forgot what I was
bluff
going to
now.
say.
I'm like, he probably
But-
took the time for himself and cut you guys out.
I say you're so full of yourself. You're
He
all
says-
bark and no bite.
He says, "Really? Whatever you say, little man."
Little man.
Little man.
Little man.
He gives you a humongous, like, shit-eating grin, and he starts walking into the to the
Is he
Hollow
holding any
Tribunal.
weapons at all?
Yeah, he's pretty much armed to the teeth.
I cast grease on his weapon.
They're in the scaverns.
what?
You cast grease on his weapons. He just sort of looks at it.
It makes him
Grins
draw
at
it faster.
It makes him drop him.
He he looks at one of his men. He says, "Pick those up." He walks over, grabs one of his men's short swords, and puts it in the scabbard of his. Puts it in his scabbard.
Are you
Says-
making him ignore this because you don't want him to kill us?
Payday is being egotistical right now. He knows that he has one of your members, and he also knows that he basically lives in a city where they control the courts.
Yeah, but I just made him look like a fool.
Let's just say he has a plan.
Okay, I pick his nose with Mage Hand.
It's pretty crazy.
Ah, come on.
His
He
men
walks
don't
away
trust
from you.
him, and now he's looking like an ass in front of his men. And
He doesn't
going down
care.
a slippery slope. They're gonna cut his throat any second now.
He
Who has
literally
pants
doesn't
on
care.
With Mage Hand.
Mage Hand
Payday
is the
knows
best.
that if his men turn on him, he'll just kill the ones that turn on him, and then new ones will just show up, essentially. So,
All right, well, I'm gonna do bluff once more. I'm gonna say,
Mhm.
I bet you didn't even pay them to cut up the diamond you took.
Payday smiles and says, "What diamond?" And he walks into
You
the
know,
Hollow
the
Tribunal.
diamond.
His other men sort of pushing you in.
Daniel,
Yes,
is Payday the leader of this group?
he's the underboss.
No, but
He's
is there
the
any other
enforcer.
leader present?
He's the second in command in Falcon's Hollow.
No, but I mean in this square right now.
He's the top dog right now.
Okay, so I would like to do charm person on him.
Yes.
Okay, go for it. What's the DC?
15.
You cast Charm Person on Payday, and he turns to you and he says, "What do you want, right? What do you want, little man?" He seems to have a bit of a grin on his face.
A friendly grin.
A little bit.
Just
Oh,
tell him
okay.
what you want to tell him.
I say, hey, baby, 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 that's a friend of mine. Can you just let him go?
He says,
Friends
"Well,
on each other.
Well, how charm works is that you become like they take your word, but they're still gonna do what they like to do.
Yeah,
yeah."
but he's my
You're
friend, so
considered friendly, so your diplomacy is a lot easier.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so make a diplomacy check to try and convince Payday to do something.
Wouldn't this if this was 5e, they would be with advantage though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm using my inspired for this, so I got 2 rolls.
Okay.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna. Like, can you guys can assist? Assist in this diplomacy.
Oh, I'm right next to him. I want an assist.
Yeah, be like,
All right,
he's like,
so-
come on, he make a believer out of you.
Yeah. So what are you trying to convince him to do precisely?
My
Okay,
friend,
then-
no.
That's my assist.
Oh damn, that's a 27.
He says,
Well, that
He
way
sorta-
more than that.
he folds his arms and he says, "Well, he did sort of talk us about us. Creed really wants him dead, though.
I say, hey man, I'll buy you a beer.
That would be 25 plus. What's his charisma?
I believe it's
Whose
based on their
charisma?
wisdom, isn't it? I actually
yeah.
don't know what his stats are right now.
Okay, because it would be give aid that could result in punishment is 15 plus more, plus friendly, so it'd be 25 plus his charisma. And if it's over that, he can.
He also views you as like somebody he hates.
Yeah, but he loves me, so.
He likes you. He hates Cuckoo.
We'll say,
Let's see.
We'll give you guys a free show.
We'll take care of him. It'll be
We're
easy.
the best.
But you don't have your concertina player.
And then he starts singing, "We're the best around. Nothing is ever gonna bring it down." Yeah, he's singing that with his broken teeth.
Okay, it is plus his charisma modifier. Let's see. So charm makes them friendly DC, right? Or is it just a decrease?
Charm person?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
What
that.
does it specifically make them?
Charm has done lots of shit in Critical Role 5e.
Uh,
It's one of the craziest things. It's so annoying.
Charm person. The charm makes a humanoid creature regard you as a trusted friend and ally. We are not currently attacking him, so he does not get a bonus. I do not control him, but
They trust you.
yeah, he perceives your words and actions in a more favorable way.
Okay, make an opposed charisma check with him. So he has a 13. So make your opposed charisma check to try
Post
and get him
charisma
to...
check instead of the diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
It's,
I
opposed
use
In
my-
order
charisma check
you
to
do
get them
opposed
to do
charisma.
something.
Yeah. Can I use my inspire on this then?
Does your inspire say you can make it on charisma checks or diplomacy checks?
I think inspired just means that you could any check that you gotta do, you can re-roll it per day.
Oh, what is it based on? Is it halfling?
No. It's just
Once per day is a free action. Roll twice and take the better result on a skill check or ability check.
Okay, where is that?
it's a trait.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I took it too.
Okay.
You stole it from me, you bastard.
Okay.
Basically, it's like
It's
some
just
kind
rolling.
of.
It's just rolling with advantage.
No, you roll
It's-
twice and you take the better result, but you have to
Yeah.
say before you roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use it there.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
beat him twice.
you
Can I
beat him twice.
help him?
Oh, you don't need to.
have
Oh, yeah.
He goes. Fine, take him.
Haha!
He grabs
last.
Cuckoo and just throws him at you.
I'm gonna have
You
a
wanna know
torque.
how more-
We start
you wanna know what
walking.
my character used out of all this?
We start walking
How do you
away
survive?
with him. Like where?
Cuckoo, you don't have any of your gear right now.
Oh,
That's okay. I'm broke. I'm naked. I don't carry any equipment anyway, so
what's a safe
I'm
place?
like I can only carry like 6 pounds.
You think Jak'a'Napes might be good.
Yeah,
Payday
let's go
says,
back into Jak'a'Napes.
get out of my town.
Oh,
And he walks into the Hollow Tribunal.
Okay.
let's just go to Jak'a'Napes.
I say, okay, buddy, we will. I love you.
He turns, he goes,
Man, you made him a believer.
Ah.
Wow, that
you
took
made
a
him
while
a
for that.
believer, that's for sure.
You really needed to know what charm could do, right?
Jesus fuck.
Oh man. We go to Jak'a'Napes, right?
My guy really needs a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys walk into
And-
Jak'a'Napes.
So we go inside and immediately say, okay, we got 1 fucking hour to get the fuck out of here before he thinks of me as a fucking asshole again.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
As you walk back
Hey,
in,
question.
oh, go ahead.
A question: how many men did he send to their death when when I sent them on the bullshit quest for a diamond?
About 20 of them, but he doesn't care.
They all just died.
Yeah, probably. They're all
Oh, that's
probably
great.
massacred by the Fae.
Wait, are we friends with those Fae?
Not technically.
Well, they don't
Yeah, I
really
just sent
care,
them on, I
right?
sent them on a bullshit quest where I knew they'd probably die.
As long as we do things that are in their favor, they're not mean to us.
So yeah, pretty much. So about 6 of the bandits would make their way back eventually,
Mm-hmm.
in
Okay, so
in 4 days.
what is the plan now? Are we gonna stop for today or?
Yeah, we could stop for the day. Let's run things down though.
What's the plan, man?
Yeah, because
Cuckoo
the
comes-
way I see it, we can do 2 things. Either we can prepare for battle in this tavern.
And she starts saying that, Jack's just like,
Like but seriously, we could like ambush them or something, you know?
Mhm.
Or,
Just go around and-
but we
I'd
have
go
1 hour
around-
to prepare, or we could get the fuck out, you know?
Sheriff Baleson says, that might be a bad idea. There's hundreds of them there. When that spell were... I mean, why? How did you convince Daleson to actually, like, give over your friend?
I
That's
use my
amazing.
special believer powers.
Make a Jaleever out of them, man.
Bejeever.
You can make a Jaleever.
Yeah,
out of
Jaleever,
them,
yeah.
You wanna be? Do you
Wait.
wanna be Bejeevered?
Charm
He goes-
is a thing in this world, right? People know what it is, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, but he might not know. He's just
but
a sheriff.
yeah, those guys, they don't really want to question Payday. Payday seems to be in a really weirdly good mood right now as he's walking around town.
Is
Yes,
he
best friend
is he
now,
giving money to the homeless and buying everybody alcohol?
No, he didn't. But he did see a homeless lumberjack who had lost one of his legs, and he didn't kick him in the face this time.
Yeah, because he finally has a friend.
I'm gonna go to the bar and I'm gonna see if I can get the strongest drink he has.
Okay. You see Foxy sitting there. She gives you almost a surprised look, raising an eyebrow, and says, "Wow, you're alive."
He's like, yeah, it happens, yeah.
In
I
in
always
about
survive.
in about an hour, you're gonna hear in the background from far away, "God damn it!" That's when you run.
Justin!
So you guys drink for a while.
Can I cure light wounds on him? How much health
Yes.
has he lost?
Whoa.
Um,
We drink for a while. Why the fuck would we drink for a while?
We need to get out.
Yeah, seriously though.
Okay. You guys talk to Siofra, and she says, "Well, this isn't quite as exciting as I was thinking, but
What do you roll for cure light wounds again?
1d8 plus 1.
Okay.
1d8 plus your cast level max 5, so 1d8 plus 1.
Okay.
You
You
guys
heal
get a
7.
couple of drinks. Yeah. So he's probably at full now.
So what was the plan if I didn't save the day? Would she have saved the day?
What would have happened?
Yeah.
Since it's pretty much botched right now, is Cuckoo would have went in. There would have been a mock trial where
Yeah.
Varg would have given him a lot of cues of "I'm so sorry, I have to do this," without actually saying anything. He would have said that the penalty for some made-up crime is death.
Mhm.
Payday would have been really happy and started walking towards him
Then a
with
beheading.
his short sword. And then at the very end, before he stabbed him, Vargas would have said, "In 7 days!" And Baleson would have started smiling at him, giving him a shit-eating grin. Baleson would have been... Payday would have been pissed off. And after that, Baleson would have looked at the party and basically said, "All right, I'm going to go to report this to Andorra, to the capital. I'm going to be gone for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You got 7 days to get your friend out." And disappeared so he wouldn't have to arrest you guys for
Okay.
carting any rabble.
Fair enough.
I'm
Then it would've
going to
basically been a jail.
attempt to replace Payday as Creed's right hand. That's my long game for this.
Within 1 hour, please.
No, but I
So-
want to be Creed.
Just
So
climb to the
after
top.
about
Climb to the top.
I want to be the leader.
20 minutes of Cuckoo drinking enough to where the pain goes away, Siofra, she says, "I have some friends who would really like to see Payday and Creed go down. You want me to introduce you to them?"
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Are they as sexy as you?
Are they outside of town?
Yes.
Okay,
They are.
great. Let's go there.
Also,
right
Cuckoo,
now.
did you see anybody in there? Anybody inside the Lumber Consortium? She asks you just vaguely.
I give him as much. I transform into all the guards I saw there.
And the creepy little thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's talking about the creepy little thing.
I'm like, there was a creepy little fucker that was like raking my chest, and I was like Creed, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and he was dingling my balls while I was Creed. Dude, he was weird. He's a real weirdo.
It's like that one scene from that 007 movie where the dude just has the rope who starts hitting 007 in the nuts. Yeah. He's like, "Oh!"
Don't forget the fairy thing.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't that bad. It hurt a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as a spider.
Explain the Fae, the little mouth rapist.
Oh yeah, dude. Then there was this little fucker thingy, and he was just like, "Ee!" and it was trying to kill me, and I was like, and I transform into it, and you just guys look at it, and I like, you have to roll will save. You're gonna be like,
Hey, everybody! I want everybody to roll a will save, please, because that's fucking scary.
As you turn into that thing, you hear Baleson like tip over a chair and go, "What the fuck?" As
I don't know. There was something that's fucked up in it. Like this thing was seriously fucking insane. Like I was like,
yeah, Jack, he sort of ducks under the bar, and Siofra, the woman you know as Foxy, she just blanches completely white. But go ahead.
Crocus gives it a look, and he's like, "Give."
my character's like, well, I
Yeah,
don't have a
what's
torch.
gonna happen
A 2 out of 5.
Dave
It wasn't
Crocus
that great.
sees a mirror?
I don't know. You'll
I'm
work
already-
it out.
Or like any pool of stale water or
Yeah.
something.
I'm excited for that.
You'll find out.
When you tell everybody about this, Siofra just starts snarling, and she snarls just loud enough for you guys to hear, but she says, "So, Elfia is still alive. Fuck."
Wait, that
I
thing?
asked her what was that? I'm like, what is that? What was that in that cell?
She stands up. Suddenly, she says, "I think Alvar would best be able to tell you what exactly is going on, seeing as how this is his mistake." She gets up and just starts walking out of the bar. You do see that she's walking towards the stables to an extent.
Let's follow her.
Her movements seem pretty rigid as well.
She was gonna lead us somewhere, so let's follow her.
Isn't Cuckoo...
Cuckoo's almost... Yeah,
Whatever.
Cuckoo's like nearing blackout at this point,
Well,
just to
I
get rid of
healed
the
him.
pain.
Yeah, but isn't he like buck naked?
He's in his underwear.
Yeah, let's get him some clothes though
Okay.
before we leave.
You guys start talking about clothes, and Jack is just like, "Hey, no problem." He walks up, comes down with just some generic-looking peasant outfit, basically, hands it to Cuckoo, and says, "Good luck." Honestly,
You should take a. Can he take a kitchen knife off of out of the kitchen and just grab that?
as if Cuckoo starts intimating about wanting a knife, Jack he sort of looks down, takes a knife off of his belt with a little bit of a belt loop to hold it on, and just hands it to
The
Cuckoo.
minute I pick up the knife, my arm, I just fall to the ground because it's too heavy.
Is it a dagger?
Hey, do you have a net? Does anyone have a fishing net or some kind of net in here?
He's just like-
you are in a port town. There's probably fishing nets.
Yeah, I
So
want a
Cuckoo's,
net.
yeah, Cuckoo's just like, "All right, I'll get this knife and."
Yeah, basically.
I
So-
say let's sort out the details later, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. Don't worry about a net.
I need
All
my
right.
net. That's where I sleep. I need my hammock.
Oh, a hammock, of course. Yeah.
That's my hammock, and I like trap stuff in it. And my
Well, we can go to the general store real quick. I mean, I have some money, but not a lot.
Okay, so you guys go to the general store.
I walk. Well, I walk up to the sheriff, and I'm like, "Thank you much, man." I give him a hug, and as I hug him, I pickpocket him.
Okay, go for it. Roll to pickpocket Deldrin.
Why?
Oh, gosh.
Why do you
Okay.
keep doing this?
They took all my shit. I need
You're
something.
a klepto.
I am. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I have to
Go
do
ahead,
it.
roll it.
Just got torches and shit. Didn't learn a thing.
You guys also notice that there's a fairly large round brand on his face that doesn't seem to have healed quite correctly.
Wait,
It has LC on the bottom half of it, and there's a big T coming up between it.
wow.
That makes a cross against the upper third.
Hey,
Is Lando with us?
is this what the creepy thing looked like?
I actually don't.
Oh, I rolled a 20.
That's
Can I
from.
pickpocket him?
Hey, that's from Tokyo Gore Police, right?
I don't fucking know.
The creepy thing?
Yeah.
What creepy thing?
No, that
Right?
Greek.
Oh no, that's not the
Tokyo
anime.
Gore Police, right?
I think.
Yeah. That's.
So
Hey,
yeah,
Dexter, watch a movie called Tokyo Gore Police.
Okay, we'll do.
Is his name Dexter Jetster? Does he own a 50s space diner?
Dude, I got a pickpocket loot generator.
Dude,
Okay.
I wish I owned a 50 space diner. That'd be sweet.
So you
It's
managed to
fucking
get
dumb
2 silver
ass
and 5 copper off of Deldrin.
Star
as you
Wars
pick his pocket.
Episode 2 shit, you know? Dexter Jexter is his name?
That's Dexter Jester.
Dexter Jepster. He owns the 50s diner in the middle of
Coruscant.
the middle of Coruscant.
That's
Nice.
not my real name, though, man.
Nice. So you guys eventually you see that Siofra pulls up a cart, and it has a man there who seems to be quite happy with her. He's just like, he seems like almost as if he was charmed to be happy.
Oh.
And she says, "Get in the cart. We have somewhere we want to go." And she seems to just be holding on to the reins. Her knuckles are white, as you can tell, but she seems to be all smiles.
Great.
So everybody piles into the cart, and she... Actually, you guys go to the general store first. As you guys
able
are...
to pickpocket the sheriff?
Who, Siofra?
The sheriff.
Oh, yeah, you did. You managed to get 2 silver and 5 copper out of him.
All right, I give the bartender a full silver.
Okay.
Like, here you go, he's for the drink.
Jesus fucking.
Jack is, he's wiping down the counter. He looks at the silver, and he goes, "You've been through enough shit today. Your money's no good here."
I'm too drunk. I'm like, oh, this is...
Okay. So you guys go to the general store after drinking in Jak'a'Napes for about 20 minutes. As you are looking through the general store, the clerk, I suppose, he's sort of looking around. He doesn't seem to be in a rush at all. Getting you the various things you want to buy.
This
Sometime
This is what I imagine she looked like. Be careful when clicking this if you're scared easily by dumb bullshit.
Oh.
Dumb bullshit.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So,
Hey,
as
sir,
you,
what do you need, Steven?
so as you guys
Oh my
buy,
God.
as you guys buy all the stuff that you want to buy,
It's cliche.
you eventually
Yeah.
moonlighting is abandoned. Yeah, Palanda, you make you earn 1 gold, no silver, and 2 copper.
Nice.
Do I still have my negative 0.5
To what?
to my gold pieces? Negative 0.5 gold?
No, we'll assume that you have earned that off by now.
Okay.
As you guys are in the general store buying things, you off in the distance, time got away from you a little bit. You hear, "God damn it!"
Oh no.
I say, oh, never mind. Let's go.
Let's get
I
that.
drop
You-
my silver and copper on the table. Like, give me that net right there. I want that net.
You
Give me
guys
that
just like grab everything that you wanted, pull it off the counter, and you just throw gold at him. He's just like, and oh man, where's 1 second?
Oh no.
net. I heard it been turned into a lumberjack.
Gonna pop it.
We need to get out of here.
I turned into a lumberjack. If anything, I'm not going back.
Like Tristan, that effect right here was a practical effect. Just do his sped up shit, but with CG hair flowing in water. But then there's another effect
And notes.
of it crawling on the ground, and it's just fucking CG, and it looks terrible. Yeah, it's not right, you know. Like you make a good scary thing, and then you fuck it up.
She had one job. Make it scary. Fuck up.
Oh, there they are.
Ah,
So you guys, you quickly like pull all of the stuff off the counter. You just throw coins at him. You're just like, "Here, take our money!" And
There
you
you
quickly
go.
all run out
Yeah.
to the cart, just in the nick of time to see what looks like horses riding out of the. You see horses just pounding hard out of the lumber consortium, out of this walled area here.
I turned into a lumberjack.
They sort of see where the party is to an extent. And Payday's at the very front. He almost looks like he's frothing mad. And he's got about 30 bandits with him. They're all on horse and they're all riding hard. They ride down here. Come on.
And we're like here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You guys get in the cart as he passes to about here. Siofra, she sees them coming and she starts laughing. You guys get in your cart around here-ish.
Yeah, I get in the cart as well with my piggy.
You start hearing a loud bong, bong, bong sound from somebody hitting a large bell. And you see that up here, somebody seems to be trying to barricade the way a little bit. But you see that what looks like some other lumberjacks sort of are in the know as to what's happening. And you sort of see Deldrin. You see Deldrin sort of look off to the side of this building. He gives you guys the thumbs up as basically these two bandits that are pushing a wagon into the way. They see what looks like about 6 lumberjacks walk up with huge felling axes, start casually walking back, and they're like, "The other way, buddy." They start pushing it back out of the way. So Siofra just pounds the cart. She starts pounding the horse, and the cart lurches into action.
Wow.
You come to the realization that she's actually been planning this a little bit. There seems to be a couple of light crossbows, actually about 6 light crossbows in the back of the cart, and about maybe 20, 30, 40 bolts between them.
Nice.
Payday's men come riding up behind you guys as she's riding hard. A couple of crossbow bolts fly past you. One takes her hard in the arm. And
Can I shoot?
Yes.
Can I shoot Payday's horse in the eye?
yes, you guys can pick up those light crossbows and fire at them. You notice that over the hoof beats, you can hear somebody laughing. Then a moment later, one of you gets hit in the face with what sort of looks like what once would have been a bag, and then as well what once would have been a shirt of some sort. And when you look forward, it seems that Siofra has ripped off her the bag that she was using as a skirt and the shirt that she was using to cover her back, and is just riding.
Naked now?
No, she still has regular clothes on, but she's just riding hard to the other area and laughing hysterically.
Well, that was an 11 to hit the horse.
Okay.
I'm just making some attacks while we're fleeing.
Okay, you guys are fleeing, and some crossbow bolts whiz past your heads as you go. Some of you take somebody hard on the shoulder, and he rears up his horse, only to be pushed out of the way by the other ones. You ride hard out of Falcon's Hollow. The horses ride behind you, pounding away at the dirt, sending a dust cloud up as far as you can see.
I
And
say,
eventually-
hang on, princess, to my pig.
What's that?
I say, hang on, princess, to my pig. That's her name.
Yes, Siofra. Eventually, however, you see yourself riding to what looks like the end of the path, but Siofra doesn't seem to be showing any signs of slowing down, just laughing hysterically.
And it looks
Yes!
like
I shout, yes, jump it!
it looks like an illusion then, I guess, but my character doesn't know that. So can I check sense motive on her?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, that's sense motive. It's a +6. So
I can do something, though, about those people following us.
Mm-hmm.
that's a 7 sense motive.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing odd about her aside from her laughing.
She's crazy.
Okay, so you guys continue to hard.
So I can make a visual figurement that's 10 by 10. Is there any place that we pass that is 10 feet wide?
Maybe the path, but there's been grass around it at to some extent. As you guys start riding into the forest, off the beaten path, the cart starts jerking around a little bit as you guys ride. The horses are still coming after you, but yeah, it seems that you hit that there is a part where the cart just barely fit through. When you guys did fit through that, the cart just like part of the cart like slammed into it. Part of the cart slammed into it, and pieces of the side of the cart's paneling just flew off, splintering into the forest.
Okay. So what I can do, I can make 4 10-inch cubes plus 1 10-inch cube. That's how large I can make something.
Mm-hmm.
So I can actually make it a lot larger than what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to have something that looks like a tree, like a big log, fall behind us in place.
Okay. As like
It's not going to make any sound, but...
yeah.
I'll do ghost sound with it. As I see this tree, I cast ghost sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't make you guys make concentration checks because it's more dramatic this way. So you hit the tree and you hear this loud creaking sound coming from somewhere. Your tree falls down with a loud crashing, like exploding sound almost.
Sure.
Several of the horses like rear back, but half a dozen still right after you, and they jump the log, thinking that they actually jumped it.
It's a 10 feet log now. That's
Yeah,
a really big tree.
They rear up and they try to find a way around, yelling obscenities at the group. The cart sort of lurches to the side, then lurches again. Siofra laughs hysterically and pulls the reins of the horse to the side suddenly, off a cliff.
Nice.
And the cart suddenly lurches on a rock and lurches into the air, and everyone's thrown through the air, tumbling end over end.
I trust her wholeheartedly.
Down this, like, incline.
I'm drinking from my flask while falling.
You feel the impact of hitting the ground, and then everything goes black as the crashing sound lands behind you.
Full party kill.
The scene goes black.
Oh!
Because in 20 minutes, Stephen H. has his game.
Literally cliffhanging.
It's okay, guys.
Well, guys, I survived.
You got a man on the inside.
It's a total party kill. He's just fucking with us.
You want to know what my guy learned from this whole endeavor?
What's that? Never split the party?
Nah, we're in perfect shape right now.
My guy's like, hey, I survived this, I'm invincible. My guy's like,
I survived this, I can survive anything.
Because now you guys don't know if I'm going to decide to actually betray you or not.
Oh, my favorite part of this is that when you guys saw Thor tumbling end over end, he was still like action figure Thor. So he's just like...
to let you guys know, my guy might just run off again and do stupid shit, so...
Hopefully in an area where, like, it isn't batshit evil, lawful evil guys who can get away with everything.
Because my guy's the spy, I go in places you can't. So Banter would be like, oh, I don't like green pork people.
So do you guys want a teaser of what actually happens next episode? A little bit?
No. Well, yeah, one teaser. Do I need to make a new character?
No. You guys, when...
Wait, surviving the horrible torture, am I level 2 now?
Technically, no, nobody's level 2 yet. Because they haven't fought anything.
I'll forever be broke.
We fought that one guard.
I'm gonna
That's
have
true,
to
that's
miss
true.
out on the teaser. I gotta use the bathroom.
Don't we
Okay.
don't we get like roleplay XP and all that crap?
To an extent. Let's see. I should get extra because I saved today. Okay, so... make the guards show some help. 20 guards by blocking them into a fairy forest. This should be this true. So everybody gets 22.5 experience. I think I already gave you experience for the sprites. Yeah, but we don't really do experience because she just fell into the level, right? Yeah, to an extent. Alright, so I'm at 0 at the moment. Oh, you should be a little bit higher than that. Does anybody have the experience track? I have no idea how much experience I can get. I haven't killed anything. Oh yeah, okay. From defeating the sprites, it was 6 sprites. I think sprites are CR 1/3. When Durango gets back, I'll do the teaser. So like 35 XP. Yeah, 25 XP for the one bandit between everybody. So sprites are worth 35 each, so... Oh, well, there's 6 players, so everybody gets 135 experience. So you should be at, I'm so close! Yeah, what the? Only 700 and some though. Oh, I don't know what to say. So you guys should be at 157 experience right now. Okay. Everybody was roleplaying pretty well. Like, I like these sessions, it's mostly just roleplay. We'll say between those two that we're at, that everybody has gained the experience for, so we'll say that everybody has gained 40 experience as well. Fair enough. Okay, so 557? Yep, 557. So everybody should be at 557. Here's hoping that Durango gets back soon. So what level is that? Level 2 will be at 1,400 experience. 300. Okay, fair enough. 1,000, yeah, 300 or something. Yeah. I'm not really writing these experiences down because, like, is that okay or should I write it down? Try to write in myth weavers. Okay, how much do I have total? 557. Okay, fair enough. In total? Yes, total. Cool. So how much gold did we lose on the general store? We're going to just say that between the group of you guys, you managed to stockpile about 50 gold from your current exploits. So you can buy about 50 gold worth of stuff between you guys. I'm out. Because everybody stole all my shit. I got a net though. Yeah. I'm still right with the net. I think I saw a flash on Dorigo's webcam, so he might be back soon. Okay, so we could say that everybody had 10 gold from their exploits. It's 50 now because Stephen lost his part. So we should have asked Durango if he was going to take a dump or leave. Doesn't matter. Hey, so Stephen? Yeah. I gave you 5 gold, yeah? Okay. So just use that for, or actually I gave you 10 gold. Just use 10 gold to buy shit, yeah? I just need a net, that's all I can really carry. And also backpack and all that crap, right? I can't carry that, I can't carry 50 pounds. Oh, okay. Well then 5 gold. Put it in your bag. Or my card. Okay. Durango's back, great. Hi, Durango. Alright.
So, time for the quick teaser. So, when you guys wake up, you see what looks like this strange creature standing over you. I don't have something that has a lot of water in it. Dab. Yeah, whatever. So, you guys basically wake up and... Oh, wait, I think this one has water in it. Yeah, that's what it does. So, you guys wake up in a... So, you guys wake up in the ruins. Imagine this is actually a big cave with some water. You wake up, there's this strange thing that you've never really seen before. Everybody can make a knowledge nature check if you want.
Knowledge nature.
Girl. Actually need to close and come back, so I'll do that.
Ooh.
Oh, that is super
Wait,
tiny.
you said this was a cave?
Yeah, assume it's just a big cave. And assume that you're basically right next to the water's edge. You see...
A Gripply?
It's actually not really a Gripply. It's standing next to you guys as Siofra is also looking at you. And it seems that this creature seems to be tending to your wounds to an extent. So it would be Bustin' Jeever. I assume the pig came with you guys.
Yeah, of course.
He just shoved it in the
Thor
cart.
fell on the pig and splattered it.
Hey! Very good.
Well, we got dinner tonight.
Be nice to Princess.
Let's see, I think Zegas is still... He's in the bandit camp. Mary Piper isn't there anymore.
So, what kind of creature is this? What does it look like?
It looks... So this particular creature, the description that we have for it is... this.
Did I get any info with a 14?
With a 14, you know that this character is actually called a It's called a Baginki.
Baginki?
Mm-hmm. You know that they're small fey creatures. That it's about the size of a small human.
Okay.
But you know that they are. You know that they do kind of what they want to do, but they also cure wounds, remove diseases, remove blindness.
Okay, and it's like
Does
a
it
water
look like-
fey or something?
Does
Yeah,
it
it's
look
an
like
aquatic
she's
fey.
making it do this?
It doesn't. It actually looks like she's paying it some respect.
It's a water fey. Why don't you just like there's plenty of things that you can.
Also, the description for the character that was in the bars trapped is this. This dirty, desperate-looking enemy wanders into the light, flinching from the sudden sensation as her brows furrow above her empty, bleeding eye sockets. So that's
Cool.
what Cuckoo would have seen. And this small humanoid who's tending to you guys' wounds, he says, "Welcome to the first world, friend. May we be friends here."
Wow.
And that's where that's like the end of our preview.
It's lizard-like.
Yeah, he says, "My name is Alvar."
He's the guy that fucked up.
Hey, that's so clean.
Hey, you got some amphibian friends.
Yay! That's your friend there.
All right, why
But yeah.
don't you head out?
Yep,
Now
go ahead. Yep,
Awesome.
I'm
chill,
gonna go ahead and...
guys.
Okay, man.
Here.
There, peace out.
Alright, see you guys later.
Alright, thanks for the session. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.